good. Oh, I'm already sweating. Oh, I'm already sweating. Bad idea. What do you call it? Wearing this long sleeve shirt. What a problem. Let me point my fan at me. Could be a saving grace. Should also dry up my... Actually, my eyes are covered because I'm wearing a thing. We're fine. We should be good. We got this. Let's pull up chat. Bangarang, there's chat looking beautiful as ever. Boom, boom, boom. Gang, I did it. I console commanded my ass off. It is crazy. We got all of the cold spells we could ever want. Also, half the stream will be us. Well, hopefully we're going to quickly join the Thieves Guild. Then we are going to possibly, maybe, we're probably going to try to burn through Joggar as fast as humanly possible, so we can see Serena, what she looks like. And then we will chill and watch Lone's gameplay that he gave us graciously, and just hang the fuck out for the last little bit, and probably talk about this week of streaming. I don't think we're streaming on tomorrow. I think, even though the video, I just have to unschedule it. I am so physically broken, I can't even describe to you guys. I woke up today. I'm sweating. I'm just standing upright, and I'm sweating. That shouldn't happen. It's not a normal human thing to have happen. Yes. It would have probably been a not terrible idea to just have not exercised this week. Because, yeah, it's a lot. But we should be ready to rip when it comes to our stuff. Also, we got Lone up in the house. We got Cat. Was good. Cat, did you send me that thing, by the way? That, like you said yesterday, that you had like a bunch of mods for me to look at. I tried looking at Discord. I didn't see any exclamation points. So I don't know where you put it. That's why you guys always got to at me, or else I'll never see it because we have like 1,000 tabs, you know. But yes, 10 extra minutes of GRINN. Also, I count VR as a decent. Yeah, no, VR is not a joke, man. Well, VR is just stabilization exercise. I feel like VR is going to be the thing that, like, if you ever wanted to have like weird freak strength, but never have any visual adjustment for your strength, that's where it is. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to look buff but you want to be strong as hell, VR is the game, because I don't think you're gonna get, you're not lifting like massive weights, which tends to get you bulbous muscles and such. So yes, it's it's a flawed but reasonable thing. Alrighty, so I also adjusted some stuff, so I see it's running a little bit smoother. Yeah, thank God. Also, I'm a short king up in here. That was my Discord. Okay, I said I adjusted stuff. I guess, yeah. It's just whenever I hit stream, it starts dying in a fire, and you know it's acceptable. It makes sense, honestly, that happens. What to do? Where are you? I could grab this. I'm blind. I am blind. I'm trying to get our... No, wrong thing. That's why. I'm not blind. I was just in the wrong tab. We need to go to your powers and go to... Oh, I have it already equipped. Bang! Adjust my height. Wah! There. Why am I still short? Well, that's not... Okay. Let's make ourselves taller. I think that's... Too tall. A little short. There we go. Boom. Now we're about normal. Good. Dunzo. Check this out. Wow. Check it out. We got some Cold Flame Tempest. Don't know what that does.
11,234 said Discord ping was me. I at you in the chat. It's in.
Oh.
They're mainly necromancer / summoner focused mods.
Ooh.
I can also make a small list of just other amazing ones that I can't play without.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that'd be great to have. I was just gonna take a screenshot whenever we get back into this, which I do plan to. We also have Incinerate. Apparently, we have Cold Scorch. We have Cold Devastation. We also have Cold Fire Storm. What am I hitting on my thing? We also have Cold Flame Touch. We also have Cold Flame Grasp, which that one sounds the coolest to me. That one sounds like it's fucking telekinesis, but maybe not. Cold Fireball, and yeah, and also, where is it? My damn person. I did get it. Where the fuck? There it is. Conjure Cold Flame Atronach. All right, and I don't think we have our other Atronach, so let's see, and boom. She's still got the weird leg thing going on, but that's pretty fucking fire, dude. Legs look weird as shit. That's just the part of the course. But other than that, holy shit. Yeah, the ice does a lot more than the fire, I think. Also, it looks more wispy. Like I can see through her. Is this count as seeing booba? Maybe, probably not. But hey, look at you. Look, don't run. Don't run from me. I want to look at your face. Look at that. Look at that. You got lips and everything. You got no eyes. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I just got the quest from the Thieves Guild guy, by the way. I think you guys missed that a little bit. Sorry. It crashed last time. That's why I was like, let's might as well get it now. He wants us to go and do something, and we're going to do it. Because God, there's a fucking frame rate. Who am I right? I love being in city so much. It's the best. Also, oh yeah, the text speech is working. I just heard it. Oh, is that? I can't. No, I was just broken in a weird way. Yes. There we go. This. And he wants me to go. Locate Bryjoff at the Ragged Flagon. Okay. Ooh, yeah, the game is loving me right now so much. Jump! I just want to try something. I don't know how much it would work, but it could, which is basically, we're going inside. Inside is our safe space.
McFlufferkin said I decided to grab Jazepa's mod list, Gate to Sovingard, as it has most of my mod essentials.
Ooh.
I also couldn't figure out how to salvage my previous mod
Got
list,
it.
so fresh start
Fresh
it is.
start, baby. It actually can cover a lot of ground pretty fast. Okay, geez Louise. I was going to say, though, man, he's talking some shit. But I was gonna let's do this because it makes it for pausing's better with the weird menu system. But I was gonna say we handle the interiors great. I don't know what it is about the outside. Is it like the sky? Is it the lighting? Something about the outside kills it. So whenever I downloaded mods, the outside may look like shit, just because it runs like ass outside. But it runs great inside. Probably just all like your partial loading things. Who is the guy? I imagine it's the guy. Everyone's snapping around. Is it Hugh? No. We have an Argonian girl there. Is it above us? Is it upstairs?
People complain about me.
Or is it lower?
Very well, Talon.
Oh, your neck is like gonna snap. Ooh, you look pretty.
Lone Syndicate said Grin, that does count as boober. That's some icy boob, right? They've never seen such boob cold to the touch.
Yeah. Fire resistance and all that. Again, it wouldn't feel like much.
11,234 said outside has LODs. I forget the exact name, but you may have mods that increase the distance with which you render
Yeah, see, that's
things.
probably it. That's
Normal Skyrim makes distant trees and land look like Play-Doh.
I'm fine with that. I think I'm okay with that. I might turn. You might have to tell me what that is if it crashes, and we might try to turn that off because this is the last stream, by the way, for Skyrim until we figure out what we're gonna do next. Because I talked about it briefly. My body's disintegrating. My body's disintegrating. I don't know if I can do another tomorrow's stream. Unless you want Monday to be like, hey guys, how are you? I'm doing so good. I'm so healthy right now. I can feel my back posture just shitting itself because that was my Discord. Yes. Is it low? Is it in the basement? It might be a basement situation. Ooh, I'd love that. Yeah, I think this is right. No, it's not. Huh. Well, we could do this, and then look at the map. It's over here. The Rat Way. Isn't that in like Riften? Like it's under the sewers or something? It's not through. Is it through here? It's not like one of these kegs, right? Dude, this is my favorite quest line, but I just blank it. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's more downstairs. Ooh, this is hella. We're keeping little jitters. That's on my end. Why can't I actually have this? Yeah, it says if I touch it, it's stealing. But I would love to grab that. A lantern mod. I think. Oh god, is that right? Oh shit. No, it is not right. And lag is the only thing that we have. This city sucks ain, man.
Lone Syndicate said, Grin, how rude of me. How's
My
your day
day's been great, Lone. Dude, I'll do it. To tell you the truth. To tell you the truth. Besides just skipping around with Lag City. I could try something that I think might be the problem. Yeah, we're going to have to do something because it wasn't as bad yesterday, so it must be some bullshit that is happening. It also could be the Frost Atronaut that we summoned. Yeah. Frost Atronach is not happy with me. With me. Hopefully we don't have to use any console, because I want to try. Probably shouldn't do anything, but if I grab this thing and then I put it over here to my other monitor, that shouldn't... That way that's still up technically. I mean, it shouldn't do anything. That should do nothing, honestly, but it might. Because I do notice the game kind of slightly is less shit when it's not behind the playback thing. But who knows? But who knows? Let's get that off the screen, though. This shoe. There we go. Oh, Cat says, outside of LODs, yeah, I forgot the exact mod. Yeah, that might be it. It might be the LODs thing. Also, I did turn on something that I should turn off if we do have to restart, but that might break a lot of things. It should be fine. Again, it's just cities. Cities are our hell. We just have to get out of the cities. And again, I think it's that LOD thing, because, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, isn't that fun? Look at that break in front of my face. Where is this door? I'm gonna lose my mind. Jump. Jump. There. That looks right. Okay, Jesus. Get me inside. Okay. We're good. All right. Oh, that's the issue. How do I tell you to go away? Guys? How does one...
Lone Syndicate said glad to hear it grin.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
9 Fetus said yo.
That's what I was going to say. To Lone. What do you call it? I can't think of it. Grin says, yo, some stutter. Yeah, it's got a little bit worse today than otherwise. I can't see your chat. I can't see your chat. Give me a sec. Click. There. Yeah. But anyways, I was gonna say the whole weird shit about me and everything not working. What do you call it? The only thing I have like the deep desire to do now is what do you call it? Right. I haven't had a very motivational video week. I think maybe it's because I'm so exhausted that like it's hard for me to be creative. Well, creative, I guess, in video way, which is just work.
11,234 said, I think that flame Atronach is your thrall, the permanent one.
No, I know.
I might have to kill it, or if there's some sort of banished spell. Hope your back feels better.
Thanks, gang. Yeah, it's almost like my muscles are just tired. It's not my back hurting. It's my muscles are just like there's no energy left in them, so I can like I feel my posture wanting to sink, and then it's just all on my spine.
Said Gate to Sovngarde is an immersive, vanilla plus style mod collection. Has most if not all of the followers I care about, only missing some player race mods.
Ooh, hell yeah.
I may inject for a second run through.
Yeah, again, that's actually perfect. You get back into this game, I can ask y'all a lot more questions about what we should add that won't break my game like it has been. All right, I'm just sorry about this. What? Oh, I thought this was... Well, okay, I thought, whoa, what? I thought that was greater... Oh, it's torch, I see. Where is... There it is. Sorry. All right, good. She's gone. She's gone forever now. Skelly? Ah! Ooh, cool. Well, that's a lot of fire, honestly. Holy shit. I think anyone who was not me died. Maybe. Anyways, let's save. Also, I thought... let's see. What are we doing? I'm trying to... I thought I got the special conjuration thing for a monarch. So it was the cold flame monarch. There we go. Do I have another one equipped? No. But it should be permanent. And summon. There she is, the cold flame monarch. Eat! Eat that man! Good job, gang. I'm just gonna chill here in the corner. Go, my thralls! Do your oh, man. We do have spells, and frankly, we have this, which is armor. Armor for my friends, yes!
9 Fetus said some supper stuttered it.
Are you dead?
Have you been running the game for a while pre-stream?
No.
Might want to restart it?
Yeah, maybe. I was doing console commands. She's just hanging out. She does look very cool. The jumbo thighs are weird.
The stream seems to be struggling.
Oh, is my whole thing? I'm not struggling. Are you guys struggling? Maybe I need to click this. Is it struggling still? Because I'm not struggling. The stream seems to be struggling. Yeah, I'm not struggling with the thing. Is it still struggling? Huh, let me see. Is it still struggling? Huh. It was struggling beforehand. So maybe that was a reply to that. They're just delayed. Cold Flame Tempest. What does this do? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Gnawing Fetus said yes, like 30-second hangs. Get in combat again and we'll see.
I might have fixed it when I clicked on the program, because maybe that was what it was fucking up by. I don't know where Flame Tempest went, but yeah, oh my god. That's a lot of fire. I think. Is it lagging with that? Because that should make it lag for sure. Cold Devastation. Oh my god, that's a lot of fire. And go. Giant bomb that spirals around.
McFlufferkin said Sophia startled you and you spray her down with old flames.
Yeah. Cold Fireball. And Fireball. That's more reasonable. We need to drop down here, right? Possibly.
Gnawing Fetus said that's good as of yet. It seemed to hang the most while in combat.
Sophia. Good job. You're doing great. Good job. Where'd my Atronaut go? Man. These fucking Atronauts, fickle creatures. Bones, bones, bones.
Catman 11,234 said, reminds me of Azula from Avatar and her blue fire.
Ooh, pretty. I definitely feel like it's the solo leveling vibe I get, especially with us having so many summons. It kind of feels appropriate, weirdly enough. Ooh, look, a trap door. Open. Boom. There it is. Sophia's got an arrow in the spine. Frankly, these damned guard people need to chill out. And cast. I don't really know. Oh, I remember this area. Ooh, it's got a glow up. I'm not a fan of the fire not illuminating F-all. that's a little cringe. But hey.
McFlufferkin said, and yet Azula's flames are extremely hot as blue-white would be.
Ooh.
These will only give you frostbite and freezer
That's true.
burns.
Aye. Oh god. Get up. Oh, I did push him back. That's a big ass boy. Okay, so there's one that I just can't. If it is what I hope it is, I can't even. It's gonna be so good. Freezing Grasp. No, I don't think that's it. That's melee range. Now that I think about it, maybe that's what it means when I read it first. Damn you. Rob me of my desire. Is it Freezing Grasp? No. Where is it? No, the stupid controller. Fire Dart, Cold Flames, Freezing Grasp. Maybe it was Freezing Grasp.
McFlufferkin said, I believe there's mods to make spells illuminate, but it can be a performance hit.
Yeah. Fire Grasp. Still melee. I was hoping it would be telekinesis. You pull someone in the air and you throw them away.
Gnawing Fetus said Freezing Grasp is a vanilla spell.
Catman 11,234 said a great mod to destroy performance makes ice spells create physical ice. You can make walls of ice spikes to block entryways.
Ooh.
Also makes fire spread to burn able surfaces like real fire.
Brutal. Yeah, I think Tempest. Yeah, this is the god tier king thing, which is wild. Deals 60 frost damage per second, and also makes it so that you can't see anything because it's just insane. Then we have also Greater Cold Grasp, which is 30, a measly 30. Stuff. Yeah, so sadly Grasp was just a melee thing. I thought it was like gonna pick him up and freeze him. Again, hoping for my telekinetic dream to happen. That's what I think I'll rock when we do a V2 of this whole shit. I'll probably try to find some cool spell. Well, I think also just any spell mod has like better telekinesis spells, and we'll go for that. We'll go for some sort of weird telekinetic torture mage kind of person who summons a lot of shit. Also, wow. That's a carpet bomb. It's like, oh, my toe. It's gone. It's fine. There's bones. This. How does it illuminate coolness? It's just very blue. Also, very pretty skin. Did I step in one again? Or is that you? Oh, that's you, buddy. Oh, golly. I have the...
Catman 11,234 said, what is your magicka amount?
A measly...
Some mages have problems with keeping it up.
Yeah, we just have a...
McFlufferkin said if the recipe list I shared is any indication of spell tiers. Devastation, Tempest, Storm and Scorch appear to be the late game cold flame spells.
Ooh, okay. What do you call it? Yeah, we are rocking just a measly 450 mana. Nothing. And we're just dumping it into health because my thralls devour so much goddamn health. Also, we should probably level up, yeah? The question is, though, do we keep putting it into our conjurations, which... I think we should put one in here, which is Puppet Master, which is basically your skeletons take 20 to 5 less damage when you are blocking, but what we're going to be doing a lot more of is casting spells. So, what does it do? And their spells are 25 more powerful when casting. So yeah, this kind of does make sense because you're kind of reinforcing what you already do, but hey, yeah. I also don't know if there's more stuff I could... Ooh, I could do that double cast. Increased efficiency, that might be huge. Rat King. Create an undead Ooh. When entering combat, create 3 undead scavers under your control. The corpse can be raised by the... Wow, that sounds awesome, honestly.
Catman 11,234 said doing some restoration levels are good. Some of the trees in it allow for extra effects, like Overflowing Cup, which will heal you past max health like a shield of extra
That's awesome.
HP.
That sounds like an actually like, good ability.
Said twin cast is always best cast.
McFluffican said there's a Cold Fire Grasp, which is probably a short, melee range spell.
Yeah.
Puppeteer sounds like a good way to buff them. All you need to do is hold a spell charge and stay back while they get boosted.
For sure, yeah, but I need... It buffs their spell damage, I think, right? So I need to have I need to summon magic people, essentially. Casting conjure spells, empowers... Yeah, let's get the rat one. I'm not sure how good it's going to be, but it should be aggro. It also should crash our game consistently, so we were kind of going for that at this point. Yeah, Mystic Binding is bound spell stuff. Reanimate Dead. Let's put one into Destruction, just because there got to be some cool-ass shit in Destruction, right? During dual cast... Harsh Lesson. Destruction projectile spell interruption targets that casting a spell does not work about Master Strike. Got it. That'd be OP with dragons, wouldn't it? You deal 40 more attack to a target that is taking damage from burning ground created by... I don't know. But that is cool. So it does look like there's like... You could use 2 spells as your main bag. Elemental spells that affect cost less mana. Hey, frost spells during snowfall. Yeah, no, that's cringe. I always hate the like, when it's daytime, you do 10 more damage. I'm like, what a dog shit perk. I hate you. Cold grasp. We could start climbing up higher here to try to get to the actual cold benefit. Frost spells paralyze the target when at 25% health. That just sounds fun. Why can't I get it? Do I not have any more spells? Oh, I must have spent both. Yeah, because that. Yeah, no. Okay, damn it! God damn it! I forgot we put both of them in the conjuration. Well, never mind. They ruined all that. I could just level up, but yeah.
McFluffican said you only had 1 perk point.
I had 2. Ow, that hurt a lot. I got you, bud. That works great. Holy fuck, that heals the shit out of you. Why am I not one of my summons? Can I be like a lich and then like sell my soul and then I also get healed by this thing? That'd be great. Very... Also, guys, look at that. Pretty. Pretty. Kind of pretty, very pretty.
Catman 11,234 said besides restoration's extra stuff, another thing you should look at is alteration. I extremely highly recommend it, as it adds permanent character buffs you can choose from a list.
I'll be honest, Kat, I am like, the only thing that motivates me, I think, in our playthrough too, just like this playthrough, is just anything that leans more into the freak necromancer thing.
McFlufferkin said the weather boost isn't too bad, since it's only a buff with ideal weather, rather than a negative effect.
No, I know. I always hate that, like, it's active half of the time. I'm just like, but I can't have no control over when it's active? Well, no, you can speed up time. It's just such a pain that I'm like, stop. Just kill me. Put me out of my misery. I don't want to live in this world. Yummy, yummy coffee. Okay. I thought there was a whole ass quest to get into the Thieves Guild.
No, I don't need
I thought it was like they juked you out a little bit. But I don't know. Also, she's talking shit. I can't hear what she's saying. We have a dagger and some stuff. I remember all this. It's very sweet.
McFlufferkin said that would be a good case for a spell or device that alters the weather, not just the clear skies
Yeah,
shell.
that's something, I guess. If they had some sort of weird... I just hate... Again, arguably... Oh, my God. Arguably, you could also do some weird shit where you're like, hey... I could like speed up time, you know what I mean? I could like just wait until time is available and we could be good. But I hate that. It's like almost like one of those things where like a certain criteria needs to be met, but it's weird. Like it's like world bending time management and shit, and you're like, this is a lot. Unless there's like a deep skill tree about time magic, then maybe then it synergizes with like an existing skill tree. But yeah, also we can change our face. Also, I have no idea how to look at my character. I think there's a way to do it, but yeah.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing.
Dying breed, eh?
The body structure of all of you look very strange, or maybe it's just very poofy armor.
Gnawing Fetus said that would be alteration for time spells, canonically.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
I'd ever see you again.
Getting here wasn't easy. I almost got
said
killed.
There are spell mod packs that include time manipulation.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah. I know though. I'm saying like to me, it would have to be a part of the baked system. So like, if you're gonna have weird like shit, like hey, you know, when it's daytime or when time is stopped, you get this effect. At least if it's time stopped and you have a spell that stops time, then it's on your like it's built in within the game. When it's like this thing that you have no control of canonically within the game, kind of. You can like sit on a chair and sit and like sleep, I guess, and then you have some benefit, but it just seems like it's such an inconvenience and such a weird thing to detonate that it makes the perk seem like it has needless friction and therefore it doesn't really shouldn't be in the game. And now if there was a skill tree that lets you affect time or affect the time of day, like by the snap of your fingers, then yes, that would also make you a god that could like make it nighttime or something by the snap of your finger. It makes more sense if you were in a dark environment and then you were like a dark mage who could like suck the light out of a room, you know, and it would just lower the brightness in the room and shit like that. That would kind of make more sense, at least to me. So long as you have control over it, I think. I don't know why I bothered. This place is a mess. Getting here was easy.
Reliable and headstrong.
I can't hear you very well. Is it quiet for anybody else?
Quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats?
God, I just wanted to see and hear, to tell you the truth. Deadbeats, what do they do?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their
Got
ways.
it. I'll do none of this. Look around and then head to Dawnguard. Thanks. What? Sounds good. Brain was not seeing any of that. How are they?
Kirava, Percy Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
Got it. How do you want me to handle it?
Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored.
Got it.
A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business.
Makes sense. Consider it done. I like how the one lady, when we entered the town, was like, "It's the Thieves Guild. They're at least the brother. What do you call it? The Dark Brotherhood has standards." And I'm like, "They kill people. Like it's an end of a life, opposed to just tormenting a life a little bit. It's clearly the lesser evil, albeit not good either." Actually, no. It's supposed the whole point was giving to the poor, right? Like Robin Hood, you take money from rich people, you give it to. Anyways, consider it done.
Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll.
Got it, bud.
Now get going.
Got it. Is it still is it good or is it still running like shit? Any help with... No, I'm fine. All right.
I'll be here when you're
I
done.
just want to... You're the dickhead who betrays us and it's a bastard. And you... Everyone... It's just so dark. I can't... Whatever mod I get...
Catman 11,234 said the alteration tree includes freaky necromancer stuff in the alter self branch of it. It stops magic Regan within 25 feet of him for all enemies, resists 25% of all spells, and more. Read up Gnawing Fetus said you good now, Grin.
I'm good now. Okay, good. Perfect. I was going to say, what do you call it? Whatever mod we get, we're getting a fucking lantern mod for my hip because I can't handle the fact that everything's dark.
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay.
Rude. Rude. What are you talking about?
I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon
I do love that they did this in Skyrim. It was pretty good.
So, are you here
They
to
scattered a bunch of
fire?
like unique
Shall
NPCs
I
that did stuff for you in
remake
each
your
guild,
face?
which makes sense canonically. I'm good. Yep, maybe next time, buddy. You're so close. You're so close. Break this jaw off. Move. Also, who are you? God damn it, the light. Why can't I guess I need to be maxed level to. Oh, I remember you did worse. You're the person who could hawk stuff, right?
Veckel and me, we have a thing going. So I recommend you don't impress
Got it.
me. So don't even
Got it. We
try.
need to do this mission before we get access to that. But then I think we get access to this and I can go here. Oh, maybe I know I can go right here right now. Nice. Perfect. Let's see. This is... Wait. No, never mind. It's not. Shit. Damn it. Where is the place? Is it over here to the left? No, maybe not. Oh, no. This is... Okay, well, we've seen the Thieves Guild largely. We don't get to see the cool swamp-ass inside.
Most people usually buy me a drink first.
Requires key. No, I think I got my jollies off with this. I'll be honest, it's very fun. It looks very cool.
A word of advice: never buy a used copy of the Lost Year Going
Yuck.
In made. The covers are always worn and the pages stuck together.
Big yuck.
I just don't get it. I swear there must be some kind of conspiracy.
You're disgusting. People are gross. Honestly, I feel like that actually is quite immersive. People at Skyrim, you have very little literature anyway. People are desperate. Natural geo. What is it called? What is that? I remember in school we always had like, it was weird. It was like you had like these weird African tribes that just decided not to wear clothes, and for whatever reason the teachers were like, "Yeah, this is fine," and boy howdy did those go missing quite a lot, unfortunately. But hey, to each their own, all that.
McFlufferkin said they're all spilling their frostbite spider venom on the books.
Yuck. Frostbite spider venom. They're well. All right. To Dawnguard. Well, we might still, I don't know. It depends. I really do love the Thieves Guild. Like, it's my favorite guild of all time. I love the people and all that stuff. Also, where is our Atronach? Is it not permanent? It may not be permanent, which is the problem. Atronach. It says Monarch. Why the fuck is it a Monarch if it's not permanent, you dickhead? It's... God damn it. All right, well, whatever. Lame. I don't even think it's that much better than the other thing. But whatever, I guess. I guess yeah, it's ranged. So like any ranged anything is much better than the alternative.
Gnawing Fetus said, I thought you nuked your Atronach.
I nuked our fire one, but we have a cold fire monarch essentially, which is the blue one. But unfortunately it's not permanent. It just says monarch, which means I think it means it's like powerful or whatever. But yeah, it doesn't seem much different. But again, I think it's because it's scaling off cold spells, and you have a melee cold Atronach, which is purely melee. But with this one, you have like a ranged variable, which makes sense. I want to equip Dawnguard, but there's so many. I didn't want to do that. No, we never want to save ever. In fact, we probably make a hard save just so we don't get pulled back to that. Dawnguard, there it is. Save. All right, now take me to the location. We might have to run. Actually, no, it's actually very close. Wow, I thought it'd be not at all. Bang. Serena, here we come. How good is the dialogue replacer? Oh, my body hurts so much. Stretching at the top of my... Bring the top of your arms over your head. Okay. I do think there's an element...
McFlufferkin said they aren't thralls, just a higher tier summon.
Oh, I thought, okay.
It's based on vanilla spells, and I'm pretty sure they had no permanent summons in vanilla.
Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, they had permanent... I thought they had permanent spells. I think that was the whole master thing. But I think that was a disappointment, because I went all into Conjuration, because of course I did. Even though it was awful, because Magic never scaled at any game. But point is, I put all my points into Conjuration in the base game, and you could, I think, summon a full tier thing that was permanently with you. The issue is that it would die in 2 seconds, because like when you were starting to push into level 30 or something like that, or 40, magic started shitting itself, and like an enemy would just tap it once and it would die. So then you'd have to like conjure all 3 of them again, and it was ass. But this mod, I think, one of the mods that I found when I was looking through the mod thing is a magic scaler, essentially. So it just automatically scales said magic, which is very cool. Running does not love it. It does not love the running, honestly. But look at this, dude. Skyrim. Oh. Oh. It is. Oh God. Try me. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I just killed that thing. Oh my God. That's my bad. That is my bad. I thought you were my enemy. Those are my Scaver's things.
McFluffican said, I think the only possible permanent was either a zombie thrall or a Dremora. A Tronax only seemed to come in base and demonic tiers.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a permanent, but maybe not. I thought that was the whole point of mastery, like, what do you call it, mastery spells. But maybe you're right. Maybe it was just the one people. Also, dude, autumn is...
I have noticed that there seems to be a trend of women wearing subtle amounts of war paint on their lips and around their eyes and cheeks.
Uh-huh.
Do you think I look attractive? What I mean is, does it make me look more attractive? Or did you not notice?
What are we talking about? You're just getting splooged on right now. What is happening? Okay. Oh, is it... Ooh, fuck that. Jesus. Okay. God, I feel like I'm like setting off a fucking bomb in my face every time I use this thing.
McFlufferkin said the permanent ones otherwise might be associated with the forged. Permanent until it dies.
Oh.
Then you have to use the forge
That
again.
makes sense. That could be it too.
Catman 11,234 said a Tronax definitely come as permanent ones. They're called thralls. Thrall is the tier of permanence in Skyrim.
Got it.
Like undead thrall.
Makes sense. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I do know what LaFleur said is correct though. I like it as much as I also kind of feel like I have a memory of them being permanent Atronox and stuff like that. But I did think you could only hold a certain amount of them. Man, we're getting attacked constantly. Also, I do like how Sophia was like, "Is this a trend of people wearing face paint and shit? What's that about?" Again, I feel like a bomb's going off every time I use this spell. And once again, very cool that we're just the guy. Ice mages are terrifying. I just keep coming back to that same thought, which is like, Jesus, that's a nightmare. Also, I did put back on sharpening, and it has been making things blurry. So when I do this...
McFlufferkin said in that case, the Cold Harbor spells do not include a thrall version.
Yeah,
But it also might be a mod conflict between Odin and mysticism.
Might be. Might be. Are you my enemy, or are you Dawnguard? You look awesome, whatever you are. What? Say what? Is this the Dawnguard armor, dude?
What manner of magic is this?
Ooh, you look like you're straight out of, what is that game called? That series of paladins and such. That looks like some beefy... Finally, there's like the body textures aren't fucking with the armor. That looks right. That looks like you should have that much bulbousness. Ah, but yes. Oh my God, dude. Look at that. And look at you.
That spell looks dangerous.
Oh.
Keep your
Oh.
distance.
I just replaced my left battery, you son of a bitch. Uh-oh. Oh, that's why. Get out of dialogue. Get out of dialogue. Get him, buddy. What do you... Is it a crab? Are we fighting a crab now? Oh, my skeleton's going to fight a crab, I think. Buddy, it's not worth the FPS. Golly.
Catman 11,234 said that there's zero shadows right now due to the sun being behind the clouds.
Oh, makes sense. Does seem quite dark. Oh, we just have a bunch of rats following us. Again, I should have probably looked at the Conjuration skill tree, the beginning part, because I looked at top down, and I missed these cool little rat things, which I remember we had that when we first played Skyrim VR, like a year and a half ago, I think. I wonder what's up there. Dude, playing this in VR is just a weird vibe because you're just constantly filled with this feeling of like what's that? And I know you're gonna go over there and it's gonna do nothing. It's gonna be nothing, but very cool nevertheless. All right, let's start running, even though my game's gonna hate me. I do think that's probably part of the problem because you guys can't see it because the FOV is so far back. But like if I look at these mountains, they look fairly good, like fairly detailed. So I definitely think I have some sort of like thing that's rendering like distance things really well, which I don't want. And that's probably why like the insides are like super stable and fine. And as soon as we get outside, it's trying to render all the like distances in front of us, which is causing everything to snap in half. So yeah, that's probably what it is. Also, oh, is that it? Oh, this is the place to the Dawnguard? Oh, cool. Look at that big ass statue. Okay. Well. But I will be curious if anybody has been, what is it called? tempted to get back into Skyrim via watching our fun little playthrough, and you happen to find any mod packs, like any sort of like, because what I'm trying to look for is shit like that. When I look in my when I'm doing stuff in the game, there's stuff that I'm like, oh, I didn't even know I downloaded that, but it's such a nice ad that I wouldn't have typed into the Nexus retextures for the Daedric God statues. I wouldn't type that in. I wouldn't install that mod. That's why I'm looking for like a good baseline mod that like takes us to the next level, so to speak, you know, so then we can, and also hopefully we can put mods on top of it.
234 said, yay, your performance is hit by the distance rendering laws.
Yeah.
It's great for computers with RTX 4090 Ts. I've gotten back into Skyrim due to this, specifically my Necromancer save.
Ooh. Yeah, I have the 470, which is probably why I'm shitting myself. And all these people who are showing off the MadGod mod, I think are rocking the newest thing. Yes, let me get some water. Ooh. I do think, though, whatever we decide, I will probably play a lot on my time first. Whatever mod list you guys tell me like is a good baseline to build off of, and then I probably will pester some of you guys to be like, what mods should we add?
McFlufferkin said it depends on if they're compatible with VR, which narrows the options a bit.
Yeah.
I can look through other collections, but cannot promise I'll find anything better than FUS or MadGod.
There's a lot actually for VR, and a lot of the stuff actually, that's what modders were saying, a lot of the stuff actually does work through VR. You just need like weird converting files that seem to work fine. But shockingly enough, a lot of stuff can, I think, work through VR. But yeah. And again, maybe we'll just rock Foos, and then I'll add stuff. Hopefully Foos adds, like, it makes the game look somewhat nicer. My problem with Foos is that it looked like it didn't, like, make it look that nicer, but I also, as I'm, like, walking through the game, I don't need it to look that much nicer. You know what I mean? It'd be nice if it looked nicer, but it doesn't need to look that much nicer.
Truth is, I'm a little nervous. Haven't done anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up.
Hell yeah, man.
Catman 11,234 said I know a couple collections, but they aren't VR specific. I can do some research about patches, but I've always been a regular guy.
Yeah, you can just send.
I'm collecting more must-have mods for you in the meantime.
Yeah, you can just send them to me. You don't have to do the research if you don't want to. You just send me, and I can just check whenever I look at the mods and stuff like that. But oh, man, this is so goated.
McFlufferkin said sounded like Foos is a better baseline. Then you can build onto it. MadGod adds a lot more specific stuff that can and likely will conflict.
Yeah, which again, I like MadGod. I just don't know if I need all. Like again, I think if I turned off the render distance, I'd probably be much happier with MadGod, because that's the only issue I kind of have. Is like when we're in like things like this, it's great. Like there's no lag, there's nothing weird. There's a little bit like my VR recording stuff is fucked up, so there's some sort of screen tearing. That's less on the game, and it's more on my headset settings, because the wire that you guys are seeing the game through is it doesn't have it's not very high internet speeds or like transfer data speeds, so that tearing is a lack of data transfer being able to be seen, I think. But anyways, dude, hearing this like
That must be it. Fort Dawnguard. Wow. Bigger than I expected.
Oh fuck, dude, that's so awesome. It's so awesome. Oh my god, it's so cool. It's huge. Oh my god, dude. I wish you guys had
this is fun.
could see it.
You and me just walking around doing stuff to each other. I mean, with each other, but not.
I got it. You get it, Sophia. We're conditioned
not
at this
that
point.
kind, though.
Oh, you're haul-assing, buddy. I'm taking in the scenes. Oh my god, it's huge, man. Again, you could probably nuke this the visual and just be hearing a bunch of kind of sounds, but holy shit, man. Again, the scale of castles hits in VR because it warps your mind. You know what I mean? Run, 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 run. Where'd our friend go off to? Why are you so fucking fast? Did I go the wrong way? Oh, it's shooting targets. Did I go the wrong way? No. Oh no, it's right. We hook around. Right. Dude, what a good thing too. It's snowing. Just looks pretty. We got bunnies just chilling in here. Hot damn.
I guess this is it. Wish me luck.
Good luck, bud. I think he ends up not being eligible, and we are. Damn, I wish I was a werewolf. I always loved the dialogue that you had when the guy was like, I think you look a little off. And I'm like, yep, I'm a wolf man. I think he's struggling because the pathing is different.
Good. Eastron will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, He's right
Got
inside.
it. Everyone looks like a Sebastian motherfucker. Look beautiful. Looking absolutely beautiful. The best skin you've seen in your whole life. I don't hate it. It's not that immersion break. It's more fantasy.
Here, Tolan. The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawn Guard. Is that it?
His armor's way cooler.
I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawn Guard is a crumbling ruin. Not worth the expense
Paladin.
of power to repair.
Hunter.
And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran. Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance.
So who are you?
I didn't mean that. Shit. I thought I just wanted to get a little closer. I'm here to join.
Got a fire in your belly to kill vampires, eh?
Yeah.
Good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding.
Got it. Can I help? I just want a very cute and adorable companion.
I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the death.
Got it. Me.
While we're
Well, this was where we should have came. It came available level 12.
Was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks.
Got it.
Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran.
Boop.
He was at the hall when it was attacked.
Got it.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be.
Are you okay with bone people?
Good for taking.
Where is that on the spectrum of okay?
Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need.
What if I'm a good guy and they're dead, but I'm part of the good people and it's not
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow.
bad?
It's the least I can
Got
do
it.
to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea. You Vigilants were never trained.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendarr granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a sir to you, boy? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir.
Get the fuck over here.
Isran.
Didn't I tell you to
fuck
step forward?
over here.
Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendarr preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawn Guard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow? I've never...
a crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there.
It's so cool. God, I love this fucking DLC so much.
Take some getting used.
Oh, it's up there for maybe not S tier, but definitely A tier. Premium A plus, I think. Especially with the mods that make it look so pretty. Hot damn!
That's it.
Oh man, I love what they did with. Oh, it looks so nice too. This is a shithole. This is a real shithole back in the day. Hot damn, everything was a mess. Oh, look at that. I think this is all different. It could also just be that I'm seeing it through the eyes of VR land, which is weird. It is so dark. I hate the fact that everything is so goddamn dark. We really need a torch, like, immediately.
Catman
but hey,
11,234 said, I've always gone with the vamps in my evil playthrough, so I've never heard all this dialogue.
Oh.
It's far better than
Dude,
vanilla.
it's awesome. It's so fucking good. The vampire thing I always thought was kind of corny because it's like, Bethesda's never been able to really, well, I should say that. No, I'll say that. But New Vegas. I was about to say New Vegas had pretty good villains, but I think Bethesda always fell for the trap of like evil villain goes ha ha ha, I'll kill kids for no reason. Oh, yes, I'm going to kill a whole village because I can. And not like, we have to eat people. And we shouldn't ethically, we shouldn't draw the line anywhere because that's just wrong. So we're going to indiscriminately eat everybody, and that seems like the best for the whole net positive thing. Like, they don't do that. So, like, I never liked the vampire side of things because, one, it's very evil. It makes you feel like a bad person, at least for me. But yes, I think like this DLC always is like Bethesda's strong suit of like you feel empowered, so to speak. You got these badass bros in this god crazy tower that's huge, and you're out here hunting beings that are unequivocally monstrous. Maybe there's some side story, like I'm sure there's like notes where it's like we just killed a whole thrall encampment, and they're like we were eating goats, and you're like oh we're the bad guys too, and that's probably a thing for sure. But yeah, where is... Oh, did I fuck up? Is it inside still? No, it's all the way over there. It is... Oh my god. Holy shit, for our first mission, it's 1,000,000 miles away. In a cave, no less. Oh, dude, this is terrible. Ah, shit. Oh, no. I guess I could go to Morthal? Morthal?
Catman 11,234 said I was a lawful evil necromancer. My roleplay lead my character to believe that vampirism combined with his newly acquired lich powers would be an unstoppable combo.
Dawnstar, gotcha.
I love to roleplay.
Hell yeah. You know, again, there are people who definitely like that. People who like to, like, the whole point of the thing is to... What? Oh, there's enemies nearby. Whom? Oh, right. Yeah, we get attacked by vampires. Just kind of test your mettle. Guess what? I have a bunch of ice power stuff.
Raidnade said, "Hi Grin, how are you today,
What's
my friend?"
good, Raid? We're gonna be transitioning as soon as we get Serena to a chill stream where we're just talking about anything and everything. But till then, we're just trying to not die or just try to kill these things. Where are the fucking enemies, dude? I'm looking at my map, but I see nothing. But like I was saying, there's people who definitely like roleplay, and I kind of get that too. Like, the necromancer thing is fun. I'm really enjoying leaning in to, like, the madness. But I will also say that, like, when you're, like, ripping the intestines out of somebody, or, like, you know, a person's like, please don't kill my wife. I just got back from war. And then you just purge them. I still feel bad. Like, even though I'm role-playing, it still's like, God, this is a lot. This seems entirely unnecessary. I mean, now, if you were, like, oh, there's a religious organization in that castle over there, and like when you go and you purge that whole castle, you find out that they're torturing
Catman
people.
11,234 said, I hope one of your mods disables vampire attacks in vanilla towns. Otherwise, any non-essentials vendors or quest givers die pretty frequently.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, that's tough. Well, isn't there also like immunity? So like most people don't die still in Skyrim, but like you have a ton of people that are not actually evil, or like not evil, sorry, like they're essential, sorry. Dude, I haven't seen a single person that's an enemy. I'm wondering if like it's going to be a vampire attack or something. You cannot fast travel when there's enemies near. There's not an enemy near. Is it like one of my companions? Surely not. I say, are you fucking fronting on me, Skeleton Man? I'll end you. We should be far enough away from everything if it is an enemy. This and then this. I think there's like a pre-established... Okay. Is it you? Sorry, bud. I just need to check. If it is you...
Gnawing Fetus said that's a mod or thinking of Grin. Without mods, only essential NPCs survive dragon vamp attacks.
Yeah, but isn't... I thought most things...
McFlufferkin said, well damn. Nexus is experiencing too many requests, and I cannot finish the collection.
Look what we did, guys.
11,234 said essential NPCs don't die, but most others do since the vampires are strong as hell.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. Guys, look at what we did. This week of Skyrim modding has made Nexus crash. Okay. Our little stream is killing it, let me tell you. Alright, hurry up and get me back to the other end. By going through a door, we should, yeah. Whatever the hell we're fighting, I think there's like a a scheduled vampire attack that happens as soon as you leave. That it does. But yes, now we should be right as rain to. What is going on? You cannot fast travel. That doesn't make any sense. Is it like, is Sophia a problem?
Let me guess. You want to talk?
Is it you, bud?
I rather enjoy.
McFluffican said the error that pops up appears to be a limitation of Nexus, and I'll need to wait 24 hours or so. Skeptical smiley face.
Got it. There. Okay, yeah. Maybe I just had to talk to them. Ew, it's all finicky.
Gnawing Fetus said walk out of the Dawnguard castle zone.
I did. It seemed like I needed to talk to her. I think she might have been aggroed on me somehow. Some weird shit. I don't know. But now we can go to, I think it was Dawnstar was the closest, even though I'm very tempted to see Solitude, but I'm almost certain my game will shit itself in half. So yeah. Yeah. Dawnstar it is, because Solitude, hot damn. But we should probably do that too. Yeah, we'll definitely just make a pit stop at Markarth. But yes, let's go to Dawnstar. Hey, Bubba. Ooh, FPS who? Dawnstar, please.
Need a
Yep.
ride? Where do you want
Dawnstar. Dawnstar. Thank you.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Climb on back and we'll be off. Boom. Oh, my nose. Boom, shoot myself with fire. All right. Come on, Dawnstar. It's getting weird. Yeah, that's stuff that's like that whenever you guys see those like little scratchy threads, like blurring stuff, that's my it's not the game necessarily, that's my headset trying to like take in data through a tiny cord, and it's too much data, so then it ends up rippling. I need to like get the bit rate transfer data, the perfect for the cord. Also purty, so purty. Let's stop looking left and right. Hot damn, we're still getting those weird like again, this probably, we should, as soon as we're done getting surrounded, we should probably, well, that's tough. Do I reset the mod so that it doesn't shit itself? Because it's definitely you know, definitely pushing it at this point, because we've ran the mod for quite a bit, so the cache is probably just massive. Shader cache and stuff like that is probably nuts. Oh wait, we have a spell for this. Oh, what was it called? Was it called the mat? No. Where was it? It was a type of horse. Where are you? Champion? No, I thought it was like expert tier. Fuck me, what was it? Damn it. Flame Thrall. Conjure that, maybe? Yes. It was a cat, I think. And go! Hell yeah, boy. Giant as hell wolf. Look at you, you look beautiful. I can't really pet you because my hands are all kinds of fucked up, but yeah. Where is Fireball, Gold Flame? What was that thing I just had? God damn you. Flaming Touch, Firestorm. What is Cold Devastation? I think this is the nuke. Let's just see. Is this the nuke? Nope, but it's a sparkler. Scorch, Devastation. Is Devastation what it was called? The one that we were using. The one that was just like a giant ass thing. Combustion. Flame, Tempest. I think that was it. Alright, good. Oh, this is my first time. Oh, this is weird.
McFluffican said it's a pain that Premium doesn't have enough 24-hour allowance to fulfill a large collection. Alas, I got most of it, so I'll just need to try later.
Hell yeah! Man, this wolf thing is haul-assing. Yeah, the game's running fine. It's so weird. It must be the render distance. I think that's what I'm finally like, chewing up against. But we're haul-assing like massively across the map, and it's not broken yet. Also, look at that nice. Isn't that nice? It's above my head. I imagine it's right in the center of the screen for you guys, which is a little bit less good, but we are cooking. Okay. Let's, nope. How do I get off? There we go. Good job, buddy. You did great. This. Nope. This. Save. All right, good. Good job.
Who in Dagon's name are you? Speak, or I'll cut you down where you
Everyone is beautiful in there. What's going on here?
I was part of the gang in the ruins here.
You look so cool.
Friend of mine went crazy and stole the boss's sword. They blamed me for it.
Got it. You're all iced.
Look, I'm done here. Mop the floor with these idiots for all I care. Just get out of my way.
Cheers, I'm just a necromancer and you've robbed me of... No, you have not robbed me of bones. Not a girl, thank you for your contribution. Normally, when somebody does anything, I'm robbed of bones. Ribcage body this.
McFlufferkin said, not like I intended to drop Veilguard yet.
Yes.
So it's an additional incentive to wrap up my mage run there in the next couple of days.
Yes. I can't wait to, what do you call it, have you jump in and see what you get up to, Fluff, with this crazy thing. Ooh, look at that. Is this right? I better check just to make sure. That might be right. Would this take me up there, you think? Probably, right? I guess there's no harm in climbing, just to see, but maybe there will be, actually. So long as we get indoors, the whole game gets nicer, so let's just get indoors.
But Isa?
Are you guys vampires? Let's say you're vampires. Oh! Dickheads! Rude as hell! Just shot an arrow through my chest. More bones, bones. I definitely need to get the Necromancer one that lets you burn bones for like improving stats for your other character, because that would be, I think that's what I'm messing up on, because I do find my skeletons are not, there's not really a good value proposition to keep using them opposed to just your summons, but unless you just keep investing more power-ups into them. But I think it's a duration, so maybe it's not worth it. If it was permanent, that'd be awesome. But then again, I think that was what Kat was saying, that there's a mod.
Said Gate to Soangard does a mix of scaling. Stuff like Bleak Falls Barrow is recommended for level 10 plus, so it's a tougher and more survival-oriented experience.
Got it.
It also uses Simon Magus's Overhauls.
Catman 11234 said, God, I'd love to animate you walking into a room as your character with that audio. Are you guys vampires? You say as your hands light up with blue fire. Let's say you're vampires. Kills then all.
I mean, listen, okay? Fuck these people. They attack us on sight. That lady outside, who could have been a thief, trustworthy vibe. Listen, my favorite guild is the Thieves Guild. We don't need a lot of convincing to kind of be like, you're probably in the right. Guess what the second favorite guild is? Of course, I'm a basic bitch. It's the Dark Brotherhood. Of course it is. Dark Brotherhood is also probably going to look crazy, but we can't look at everything. We can't look at them all. Hey, gang. I keep killing my own skeever. I will tell you, the hit registration on this blue flame seems much better than just the initial fire, which is great. How does one open this ledge? You picked a bad time to get lost, friend. Guess what? Ice. Ice. We are proving why we are the Lich King and not the Lich guy. Okay? Ow! I can't stress enough how I do feel like we are the guy from Solo Leveling with this weird power. To tell you the truth, it fits too well almost. In fact, what we're lacking in, what we are slacking in. Oh God! Help! Oh no, my boy! Oh, you're there. You're fine. Okay, I thought I lost you. I thought I lost our boy.
McFlufferkin said JSerpa's suite of mods includes a lot of quest improvement, expansions, including making the Destroy the Brotherhood a proper and more dynamic quest chain. More choices and good moralities is nice.
Yeah, that's tough though, man. Are you willing to destroy an organization that is hell-bent on killing everybody for the reasoning of an old gross corpse? But you get a cool oh God. But you get a cool a companion that doesn't say much but is loyal to you, I think, permanently, and is probably willing to do all kinds of depraved shit. Yeah, it's a hard choice. Some would say almost impossible for one to make. Atronach, do your thing. I'm not using you enough. Oh, Oh no, she's stuck. Oh, she is huge also. Hey, guy. I'm not trying to hit you. I think I did kill you. No, we're fine. Hey, bud. We definitely need to get the ice spell that makes him go into ice mode. Do we level up by chance? Are we close? No, we're not. Lame. Big time lame. We need to level up to get the ice destruction spell that, like, when they're low health, they get frozen. But I'm mainly just there to, like, freeze them to death and have them be stunned, you know? Not a particularly good moral reason, but hey, oh my god. Oh, hello. What's up, bud?
Finally, someone came.
Uh-huh.
The cat, Raju, ambushed me. He's trying to take the sword back. I can't.
Got it, buddy. Got it. I 100% understood. You know, I've been in the business of bones, so you're gone anyway.
McFlufferkin said, I don't like making evil choices, especially when trying to collect the Daedric artifacts.
No,
So I appreciate the mods that give me the morally good options that aren't just one poorly scripted choice.
No, I agree. It makes sense. To me, again, it's just like the Dark Brotherhood is almost like, it's one of the few exceptions to the rule I have, because there are people who are monsters, you know what I mean? People who are absolutely fucked. Ugh. Ooh, look at you. What do you look like? Is there nipple? Let's not have that on stream, so die now. Die! Oh, you're a bad bitch. You're level 50. I'm level 12. I don't have that much mana. Yes. Alright, good. Buddy? Hey, buddy? You did great! You did so... Where are you? Look at me. You did so good. Okay. I'm trying to be more affectionate. It's proving to be really hard. There's no emotions on their face. I don't really know. But yeah, also, did I blow away the staff that might have been there? Well, also, was this not correct in the slightest? Because I was trying to climb up to Dawnguard, but I feel like we... Oh, there it is. I'm hearing wispy sounds. Is it a useful shout? Hurry up. Get into my head. Flesh. Ooh, Flash Ice Form. Guess what, boys? We got another one. I have no idea how to buy it, though, unfortunately. But we do have another thing. I don't think we have enough stuff to buy it, but hey. Arm cards. Those arm cards look crazy. We also have another ring. One-handed damage proficiency. We're just trying to see if we can get near the one cave. Or get out at this point, honestly. Get out would be fine, too. Oh, look at this. I feel like this is a cave that I should remember. I don't think it's Dawnguard, so that's why I'm like, we need to hurry up and get the fuck out. We definitely just killed our friends, also. What is this? This is one of the cooler dungeons, though. Yeah, we did. Okay, yeah, so we definitely fucked up. We made a wrong turn, I guess, somewhere. I thought it was Vampire Land. No. What's our time looking like? I think we're fine. We're fine. Well, yeah, with 2 minutes, and then we're an hour in. I wanted to be kind of done by an hour. Hello, horse? Horse. You're lucky. You're lucky your bones can't be used, okay? You get to live.
McFlufferkin said another notable promoted feature of Gate to Sovngarde is how the world will change based on many actions you make.
Ooh.
Eliminate a bandit fort? You can give it over to a friendly faction.
Ooh, that's pretty fun. That's not a bad thing at all. I can see how that could be next level. What am I trying to look at? We're trying to look at a mount. Beast thing, expert, warlock. Where was my little cougar thing that I could summon? My wolf boy. Man beast. Set horse, power. Where were you? Champion, skeleton, hound master. This. Let's make this. Let's favorite this. Go. I said, go. Why? You're not holding it down long enough? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and go. There. Good stuff.
Can you believe I made money by urinating in a bottle and calling it Potion of Youth?
Ew.
I had to stop though when I got chased out of town by the shop owner.
That's disgusting. Why not just do water? Why have to piss and why? They don't just cause more possible issues for this plan not to work. She said she pissed in a bottle and sold it as a fountain of youth thing. And I'm like, wouldn't that just cause more issues to, like, Yeah, that doesn't sound like in any way good. Oh my god, where is this place? Are you kidding me?
Catman 11,234 said she was selling gamer girl piss.
I know. Oh, is that what the reference is? That makes sense. But at the same time, I feel like it would just be such a more problem. You could just sell water. That way you're not causing any harm. People don't get sick, you know? I guess we could put some dirt in it just so people still taste nasty, so people still think there's something working because the placebo effect is real. Is this it? Oh, 2 FPS who? There's a mine. I don't think that's... Is that what we're looking for? I don't know what you guys are looking at.
McFlufferkin said there's also a feature bullet point list, and amongst the potential playstyles, Jay mentions Necromancer, Healer, and Werebear Shaman. The latter of which definitely has my attention.
Ooh, the Werebear Shaman. Yeah, that sounds fun. Oh, the game's tearing apart. Could I get up this mountain, you think? That's all I'm really here for, bud. Luckily, this wolf is moving at the speed of sound, which is great. Which I think is fast. I think it's relatively fast. Maybe it's gonna reach its end here. Can you jump, buddy? This is peak Skyrim, guys. Just finicking your way up a mountain. That, yeah. There we go. All right, look at that. That's right. I should definitely save because we definitely made it up the mountain. Okay, so we go up and then maybe over to the left, or is it here? Let's make a save because I think we're heading towards a god tower, which is gonna probably be very cool. In fact, a part of me just wants to see what's up there. Who is that? What is the shrine? Up I go. There's a weird frost wraith. I know this is great to look at. I'm jittering around. It's the best. Come on, doggy. What is this thing? This right here. Oh, I thought this was a. Oh, it is. It's just a weird, like, death shrine. What's all this about? Huh. Got some cool helmet. Hey, bud. All right, it's down the hill we go. Hopefully you can handle a drop. If not, well, I think I should be fine, maybe. Nope, you're not. Yep, okay. I thought, yep, that was probably a...
McFlufferkin said also, while I know it will be for next week, potentially, but there's a lot of new features for ZZZ. Including a new weekly bingo sheet with new rewards.
Nice, I'm stuck. My legs are stuck in the ground.
Lone Syndicate said, for the little time I have with Skyrim, I remember doing exactly that to get up mountains.
Hell yeah, man. Shit. Die. There it is. All right, we have our feeble mortal body, but we should be out of combat, so we should be able to run. I don't want to equip the dog boy again, but yes. But yeah, I think I finished my bingo thing already, though. So I already did that event accidentally, just because I actually think it is coming to an end. So I think it should try to wrap it up quick.
If we had kids, what do you suppose they would look like? Oh no, I meant hypothetically.
She's just a real weird freak. Okay. I do think that Sophia does have mechanics where you can give her stuff, and she sells it. But then also I think she gets like points when you give her stuff. So you can give her like helmets and shit. And I think it's just like, hey, and she'll sell it, and that will be how you progress through her companion stuff, as well as just spending time with her. I believe does detonate it as well, which I gotta give credit for that. That's kind of cool that you have some progression in that sense. So it's not just like a stagnant companion. I always like companions that have like you've not been a piece of shit, or you've gained some favor with them. Here you go. I think this is right. Yes. That mount, by the way, is insane. I can't describe how fast we're moving. That's why I think there's something afoot, like why the game is stuttering, because like we're haul-assing on that mount and the game's running fine. It's only when we like turn around and weird shit that's happening in a weird way. Here we go. Where is she? The coolest companion. Even when it comes to modded characters. Ma'am, my god. All the blood is held in one area of a vampire, let me tell you. Nope, I want to see. Vampire boots. The vampire armor always looked much cooler. I will say, though, that the whole Lord pants and armor does look pretty cool, too. Ooh, the torch works weirdly here. Honestly, maybe we should just equip the torch. Yeah, what are we using our left hand for anyway, you know? Ow. I pointed the wrong way. Where is a girl at? Serena, how do I open the fucking door again?
Lone Syndicate said, look at the blood doing God's work.
The blood is a lot. It is excessive and viscous. Torches. Getting a bunch of these. Where is the thing? I thought, is it just a touch situation? It is not. Is it, like, go the other way? Oh, there we go. It's this way. Go to the right, dummy. It's been a while since I've done this quest. Also, things have maybe changed. I don't know if they've changed the, like, layout of stuff, but maybe. Hello, you in there? Nope. But the crypts be open. Ooh. And a neat sword just ominously standing there. Kind of cool. Chest, gold, 4. Oh my god, look at you. So nice. I remember I used to look at all of the pots, and those pots add up, man. Oh, that's what it is right there. I just seen it in the corner of my eye. And it's open. You guys can't see it because it's so far the fuck away in the viewfinder, I think, that...
Lone Syndicate said, I don't know, Grin. You tell me what you be doing with your left hand, him.
My left hand? What is it? What do you mean? What do you mean? What does it look like? I don't know. Buddy? No! Don't die. Please don't die. Oh, God, thank God. Oh, fuck. Scares shit me all the time. Ooh, that one hasn't opened. Open up. Open up. Come on. Come hang out with me. Ooh, bones. Can I open? See the skeleton? Only just a measly... Ooh, hello. Oh, you're a bad bitch. Oh, come on. You actually put up a fight. Are you another bad person? You are. Which one is my skeleton? Did I kill ours in that? Maybe. I'm not looking hot right now, let me tell you. Did I kill our skeleton in that? Shit. I am very weak.
McFluffican said I was considering making a Nord as there was a newly released Creations mod that adds Mjolnir, armor, and a shield, with a neat mini dungeon to get it.
Ooh.
Unsure if it'd be compatible with GTS.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't remember what GTS is, but I think maybe it was one of the things you just tell me, damn it. But yes, possibly. Again, that's one of the things that I would have liked to do. Like that's why, like, I really when Kat was talking about his whole like lich thing, where like I think there's like a lich start essentially, and there was like a conjuration start to some extent, which was pretty cool sounding at least. Where was the cold monarch thing? If I use them enough, I tend to remember where they're supposed to be, but yeah, sometimes...
Raid Nate said, don't forget to save.
Thank you, Raid! I am blind. Devastation, that... There it is. Okay, good. Now let's save. Thank you, Raid. Again, indoors, I think we seem to be fine. Like, indoors is where we're, like, the strongest, weirdly enough. Also, dude, the Draugrs look... Actually, that's the first time I've seen a female Draugr. I guess the mod adds that. That's kind of neat. Maybe that's always been in the game. I'm crazy.
McFlufferkin said GTS equals gate to Sovngarde, the collection I'm going to be using.
Nice!
Unfortunately, creations are paid things, so I'll need to have to save up some spare funds.
Ooh, they put a bunch of new druid thing people in here. What is it called? Draugr. Chill, you're hurting me a little bit. I hit that one. Good. Good stuff. All right. Not too bad. Very nice. This right here. Do. Where is she? Ooh, look at, man. This is oh man. This is kind of what I was hoping for the whole week.
Catlin 11,234 said I did mention Jaeger Contra start. You start ironically deep in the bowels of Blackreach in a laboratory.
It's horrible. Yeah. It's terrible. I just seen I did it just to see what it looked like, and it was brutal. But yeah, it was tough. Yes. Look at you. You could have been my... No, fucking damn it. Damn it. Stupid, dumb, I hate it. This... ice form. Sure. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, let's do that. But yes, I wonder if there's actually like another. Maybe Stitch was, or not Stitch. Sorry, maybe Cat was meaning just there's like a lich tower. Maybe that doesn't. Maybe that like has lore that you are becoming a lich, but maybe it doesn't mean that you have like a lich start. It would be kind of cool if you could kind of be like a half skeleton man. Oh, hello.
Thought I heard.
And this is so claustrophobic, but it should be fine. Maybe. Oh. You guys are doing great. So good. Again, it runs great. Like, there's so much going on, and it's running really well. Like, it has to be some outside that's fucking everything up. Sorry, Sophia. That's my bad.
Most people like to hunt animals. I also love to hunt
Sophia, that was you. You deserve that part. Good job. All right. I think I'd level at this point. I feel like we just killed, like, an army. But no. But anyway, sorry, this was what I was like, this is where I'm like, I'm hooked, you know what I mean? Like when you're doing stuff like this, when you have like a driving motivation and shit like that, it just makes you feel like, oh shit, we're gaming, we're Skyriming, I'm starting to get locked in. Whereas a lot of times you were doing like the intro skills or the intro quest for all the guilds, which is the slowest and like the most boring and like, go pick grass for us, holy shit. Nope, I don't think I can reach it. I did reach. Oh, you also have the cold fire. Die. Hey, bud. Just hold this for me. Did you die? You might have died. Who will win, a frost atronach or a vampire? Don't disappoint me, please. I won't ask you to fight without help. There we go. You got this. I gave you better armor. It's all you. Kill him. Finish it before he heals. Oh, that a girl. Nice. Hells to the yeah. That's what I there. Hell yeah. I need to get more into that. I need to be more of a summoner friend. Good shit, dude. You look badass with your shadowy frost coming off your body. We got some frost stuff. Ooh, very creepy. Very creepy. Did he have something good on him? He did. Bones, which we don't really have a use for, but we might if we get one perk. But then I also want to get the perk with the ice powers, because that's what we're kind of using right now, because we need to keep cooking.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendar is stronger than any suffering. Are you sure that was
Shit! That's my... Oh, I forgot. Is our thing here? Nope, sorry. This, where is it? This? There it is. Get down there, bud. There we go. Okay, and we'll just hold some armor just to help. I'm a little sad that it does look like our conjuration skeleton guy. I don't think he ever got the benefit of this stuff. Die! There we go. Oh god. Sophia, you're right in the fucking way. All right. All right, gang. It's finally time. I'm a little nervous. She's so great. She's the best. She's got cool glowing eyes. She talks with just the right amount of playfulness. You also help her overcome the weird disease that she has, or lean in and just become a monster with her. It's the whole thing. It is weird that she kind of is uncomfortably okay with you killing her family. That's weird. That's weird. Shh, I'm talking. I'm talking. Stop. Stop it. It's always you and never me. Anyways. Ha. Cool bones for us right there. I was gonna say cool necklace, but at last.
Catman 11,234 said, Grin sounds like a high schooler talking about his online girlfriend from another school.
The best. And she loves me. Oh man, no, but she's one of the cooler companions out there. Again, it's so funny because she is like, they made her so charming, and then they're just like, but she has zero interest in you, actually. And you're like, oh, weird. And yet some random person that I like get grass for, they're like, I'll marry you, and you're like, huh.
McFlufferkin said, and while I do consider Nord, I like the benefits of a Breton most of the time.
Yeah, me too. I always go Breton.
So I'll probably reincarnate my Breton Forsworn with aspirations of joining the Dawn Guard and finally experience it.
Yeah, dude, I was about to say, the Dawn Guard to me is such a good question, but I was going to say also, I always go Breton. Breton is the only other one. No, because he has, like, I think some magic affinity. It's not great, but it's like some sort of thing. But it's better than nothing. But alas, just because I don't want to hold a fire torch up to Serena. Oh, no! Oh, I forgot about this stupid shit. Do I have to stab my hand? Yeah. Ah! It hurts so good. Where, this. This, do I touch that? Bang, right, and then we do this. Bang. No, we go forward, right? Yes. I couldn't see it stop. It stops right there. So then it takes it this way. Then this will go that way. Then we go push this here. Then I believe this makes a different thing here. Right. This
Catman 11,234 said my necromancer is Breton.
Yeah.
Their racial power is 25% magic damage resistance.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Combined with the Lich bonuses that add spell absorption and magic resist, I'm playing on legendary difficulty.
McFluffican said Vanilla Breton is the strongest racial bonus, but most overhauls rebalance it to make it good, but not the objective best.
Got it.
Breton still almost always fits my preference of playstyle, though.
Got it. Here we go. Hopefully she looks cool and not like overly a lot. Hello. You're real close.
Who sent you here?
I'm not a fan of the weird baby hairs on the top of the hair. The eyes don't look as cool. Yeah, the eyebrows look way too fucking styled in, to tell the truth. But anyways, hi. Who are you expecting? A man named Israel. No, Isrin. That's not your, a man named Isrin?
I don't know who that is. Is he like me?
No. No, he's not. What do you mean, like you? Are you,
McFlufferkin said plus,
Vampire.
There's the Creation Club bundle included for the Anniversary Edition, and it adds a trio of Breton, Spell Knight, armor, which I'll probably rock until I join the Dongar.
That's pretty cool. A Dongar would want me to kill you.
V for God said, I'm trying to get Waveband 2 on my cam. No luck yet, lol.
Dang. Why were you locked away like this?
That's complicated.
Great.
And I'm not totally sure if I can trust you.
Are you just holding an Elder Scroll also? Holy shit.
Help me get back to my family's home.
She's just chilling with an Elder Scroll on her back. Where do you need to go as long as you don't get in the way? Where do you need to go?
My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serena. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Any idea how to get out of here? Why were you locked away? Just chill. We're fine. All right. Cool knife.
Mob Barley said, I'm a dog and I like socks dog.
I'm not sure if I love the new look, to tell you the truth. I'm not a fan of it. It is very vampire, like old age hairstyle, braids and shit. I don't know. There was a mod that used to be in the MadGod load order, which was basically, it was actually really cool. It showed...
Raidnade said, oh yeah, Grin, I got C1 for Camellia last night, Grin, but now I'm broke.
Oh, let me catch up on chat, because yeah. Red says, no, sorry, not Red. V says, I'm trying to get Wave 2 on Camilla.
McFlufferkin said her face looks nice enough, but I've never been a fan of center parting hair.
Yeah. What game is this? By the way, this is Skyrim. This is Skyrim VR. You don't know Skyrim, man? I probably just don't know what this is. Also, Raid says, oh yeah, Grin, I'm trying to go for C1 Camille last night. Grin, well, you got her? I got, oh, let's go. Oh, fuck, Raid. Oh, man, Raid. I would heavily suggest Raid. If you, what do you call it? To just, don't spend any more money, but just take all of the currency that you're going to get and try to go for C2. I would never suggest this ever unless C2 is, I think C2 is a 30%, I think. It's 35 or 25. It's either 25 or 35 percent damage increase for Camilla. So it's pretty worth if you're that close already. But it depends if you want to get another character down the pipeline. But because she is an attacker, it's kind of not a bad idea to keep investing in her deep, because I think she'll stay in there for a while, you know. I don't think they're going to give us another Havoc main DPS like her, which is like has great AoE. The only thing that she's weak in is that she's vulnerable a little bit. So like if a shielder is kind of nice. But yeah. Also, Mob says, I'm a dog and I like socks. Gotcha, Mob. Like them socks, do them dog things. I had to change the sentence at the very last minute. Guess who's got confirmed? What's got confirmed? Light. The Katana lady. Ray says, I'm also super excited for 1.4 of Zenless. Hell yeah, man. Next week is going to be so great. I can't wait for next week. I'm so exhausted. First of all, I wanted to, we'll talk about it. We'll kind of like talk about the state of this whole endeavor and all the feelings I have about it. But let us do a little
said
bit more.
Miyabi and Haramasa.
V for God said I'm still thing mad at the ones that complain about drip marketing. Those lot ruined the fun for me.
I agree. It's one of those things. I do think, again, you could have like made everyone happy and like kept one character safe, or not safe, but one character like waiting to show them off, maybe, or even just showing off like a silhouette. Like you could have teased the community. Burn in hell. Actually, this is a good example. This is a good time to see if Serena is gonna pop off. Also, does Serena count as one of my summons because she's undead? No, she does not. Unfortunately, she does not. Lame. Let's summon, let's see. Where's the one guy who actually, like, oh, I think I unequipped him, damn it. Oh, shit.
McFlufferkin said Tangent, but two longtime favorite content creators, Jesse Cox and Dodger, have both recently gotten into HoloCure, despite very little knowledge of HoloLive, and it's been a treat to watch.
Yeah, man, I see. It's always nice when that
says I pre-farmed everything for Miyabi, so I'm pretty good.
You look wicked, dude. Hell yeah! Yeah. If you're ready to rock, man. I'm about to say I have farmed every. I should stop saying this, but I have farmed a lot of resources for Camilla. She should be able to be maxed out 100% by the end of the thing. The only thing I'm worried about is I might not have enough stuff for her weapon, as far as like the upgrades. But I think I did. But I also had to level up a character recently, which might have taken a little bit of her stuff away. But I'm not sure.
This feels like the right way. I'm starting to worry.
Could I ask you more? Because I did get Serena extended, which is cool.
Aren't we there yet?
Anything else? Is that an Elder Scroll?
Yes, it is. And it's mine.
Okay. Why do you have an Elder Scroll, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's complicated. I can't really talk about it. I'm sorry.
Great. No, I'm kidding. Let's go. Yeah, I definitely think I'll talk to you guys later about it, but I don't like the way she looks. And I do know there's a lot of... The issue is there's a lot of Serena mods, okay? And I think the mod that I have installed is Serena Extended, which basically gives you like more quest lines. I think like Fluff is saying, it kind of like weaves in... makes more sense of
things. Who are
things.
you the most excited for in Z's?
In Zenless? Probably Lighter.
Speaking of which, I'm getting a little thirsty.
But because of Lighter... I'm sorry, because of my luck in Zenless, I'm just kind of like, yeah. I don't know what to say besides, oh, I hope it works out. Try me. Oh, I thought that would be enough to kill you. It was absolutely not. All right, we need to summon a bigger boy, like a, what do you call it? A Daedra that is a warrior. Do your thing, bud. Cool. Cool armor. Are you good, bud? That's cool. That's a cool ad. Body's twitching on the ground. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. Oh, sorry. I had a bubble in my chest. Out we go. Oh. I remember this. Yeah. I don't remember that. I don't remember you guys being that weak, but hey. Go! Hurry up and die! Oh, we're right there. Hello.
McFlufferkin said Draugr are frost resistant. They're undead and old Nords, to boot.
They're not that frost
Might
resistant.
want to have a fallback solar spell or something.
They're not that frost resistant. That might be that frost. Yeah. They in fact actually might be that frost resistant. Shit. Shit. Yeah, in fact, that frost resistant actually might be the boss. Shit. I didn't make a save till recently. Shit. 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 Actually. Okay. Well, we get it. We get it. Yeah, there was one more thing I wanted to see, which I think we can do if I go all the way down to this. There's one thing I wanted to see before we wrap up this endeavor. But
Mob Barley said, "Rest in peace."
Rest in peace. This, and we need to go to any place that is close. We need to go. Oh my God, there's an enemy nearby, so we're boned. Are we really boned? Oh, there. Yeah, great. It was him. Great. Whenever I fall off my thing, I go into like a fall mode. I died again. You're kidding me. Damn it. Your horse would always die so quickly if you just fucked up going down a hill wrong. Damn it! Don't. I should just get off the horse. That way, because I can fall normally, but the horses can't. There we go. Get far enough away to where that stupid little ice bastard up there doesn't fight me. This. Okay, go to Riverwood. That. Good. Okay, good. Yucky particleization, sorry. I want to see what the most beautiful city in all of Skyrim looks like. And does anybody know how to buy that house? Do you know the person I need to talk to buy that house? Oh God. Oh, chill. Things are popping in. It's loading a lot. Chill. Markarth. I think it's Markarth, right? Am I crazy? Yes.
Where do you want to go?
Markarth, I believe. Is it Markarth? I think it's Markarth. Solitude. No, definitely I think it's Markarth.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Is it Markarth? I want to say it's Markarth.
McFlufferkin said, I believe there's a Featherfall alteration spell.
Nice.
Another reason it's my favorite spell school, especially modded.
Yeah. It's just, I guess with the...
Raidnade said, I've still got plenty of pre-farming to do for Miyabi and Haramasa, but I've been taking a bit of a break from ZZZ, so I don't get impatient waiting for new characters or get burnt out.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little fatigued by the artifact stuff, because it doesn't seem to be going so crazy. Also, oh my God. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good, dude. Oh my God. It's so cool looking. It's all steamy. Hello? Can I enter?
First time in Markarth, Traveler.
Catman 11,234 said houses are bought by becoming the Thane of a city and then through the Jarl
Oh
Steward.
no. Oh.
Drop Zone comes from Apocalypse spell add-on, and it negates fall damage.
Well, F.
Solitude is prettier in my opinion.
Solitude? Really? I'm just big into this massive upward scale. That guy, yeah. People die here all the time. People get shanked as soon as you enter the city. But it's just the vertical scale that to me will always be epic.
Me for God said I have yet to feel burnout and I'm a day one Wuthering player. Must be my addictive personality.
I shouldn't say burnout so much as like, I guess it's what we define as burnout. It's just like, I felt like it was really satisfying making little increments of power, but I think because I'm at endgame now, I find that the power gain is significantly slower. And it's kind of like, do I put my points into like leveling up talents to the max point, or do I put it into artifacts? Artifacts seem to give you more bang for your buck, but they're a little bit more like RNG based, so it's kind of a little weird, you know? But hot damn. Yeah, I love the fact that the whole city feels so much more vertical than
Mob Barley
Solitude.
said, have you explored Blackjack in Skyrim VR yet?
I haven't. I'm not big into those kinds of things, gambling and card games and stuff like that. I know a lot of people like them. My family likes card games, but I have never been my thing per se. Don't know why. Just not the main thing for me. I wonder what the city looks like when it's at dark. All right, guys, we are about to transition to our hangout podcasty nonsense thing where we're just vibing, catching up with one another. But hot damn, this is where we're gonna call it. I wanted to see the inside of the housing stuff because the housing system is much
said
much
alteration
better.
is not flashy by any means, but its utility is second to none. Plus the mods tend to expand it to earth and stone magic.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk by like seven people. It's like, but yeah, what do you call it? Alteration's great. Alteration, to me, the only issue is that like you have to like switch to stuff, activate the ability, then do the thing, which just feels like a lot of steps to be like, dang it. There we go. But it's super useful, so, again, especially if you like limit yourself to playing a certain way. Whereas I have always felt like slightly like so long as my first playthrough is legit, being tempted by like console commands to like, if you're at the top of a mountain, just to quickly toggle on God mode, jump off, and then toggle it off. It's a super tempting thing, at least for me. But like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, hot damn, we have done it. This was Skyrim VR. At the very end, there was some jank. Again, I think if I could do it over again, I probably would try to find out the mod that has given us the most trouble, which I think is the mod that has affected the open world.
Mob Barley said I meant Blackreach, not Blackjack.
Oh, Blackreach. No, I don't think I've seen it yet. But anyways, like I was saying about the thing, just to wrap it up, try not to use text speech for a little bit, just so I can get through the sentence stuff. But I was gonna say, it was super fun. I had such a blast. Probably talk to you guys more when you get to Facecam Land. Also, forgive me if I look sweaty and gross because I've been in a headset for an hour and a half or something like that. But yes. What do you call it? I would probably have turned off some of the overworld stuff. Like, I think there was render distance scaling stuff that pushed it to the craziest degree, which is probably like the last thing I should have on, because all I care about is for you guys and me to have the same experience, and hopefully it looks nice. I don't need it to look like crazy. And when stuff gets so far away in VR land, because I have to pull the FOV so far back, detail from far away is basically null and void, whereas detail up close and like the shine of armor is much better, essentially. Same thing with the closeness of characters and the faces and all that stuff.
Markov is a strange place.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys about the future, what we're gonna do. But I had a blast, and I do want to continue this probably in some capacity. But I also want to be careful what I say, because that's what I felt. Same way I felt about Wayfinder, sorry. And yeah, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And I know I want to continue Zenless and Withering Waves on the channel, so it turns out we like a lot of things, and that's a problem. But last, ladies and gentlemen, I will transition to the overworld, essentially, the real world. So forgive me when you hear me bumbling around trying to fix everything or get everything settled, but be stuck in the land of the void for just a small amount of time, will you please? Be right back. There we go. Test. Shit, what do you call it? I just talked my ass off, and I I forgot I didn't have the starting soon page, I didn't have my microphone on there, but what I was saying was in response to Stitch saying, he always say, not Stitch, sorry, he was saying Stitch Cat, sorry. When Cat was saying, I always like to have a little bit of alteration, I was like, the one thing that I would wish I would have done differently with the whole spell management is I think we might do a little bit of destruction, but I think I'd rather have alteration be my thing, but not really alteration. I just want to have telekinesis because I think that would lean into the whole necromancer thing, because it does feel weird when I'm summoning my summons, but like if I have a proactive like attack pattern, I guess, where like I try to keep attacking the enemy, even though I should be letting the enemy my summons get them. Whereas if I could pick up the enemy and like throw them at my summon or towards my summon, I feel like that would fit a lot more in the weird build that is that, because of how long it takes for any summon just to get to your enemy in general. You know? Also, I had to use the washroom. That's why it took a little bit longer than this. Set this all up. This. Also, shout out to Lone for supplying us with the gameplay that we're about to see. Let me pull up this. Pause that. This. Pause that. Pause! That can go away, and then we can go to Discord, open that up finally. Alright, that should be good. And turn on the light. There we go.
Catman 11234 said there's a spell I use to get my summons in the fight, especially when I'm the main target.
Ooh, yeah.
It swaps me with whoever I cast it on.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
McFlufferkin said I suggest this or a Foos mod pack adventure of Skyrim VR to be a semi-weekly stream, if not be the main VR game whenever you don't have something else to showcase.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Wayfinder is co-op day nominee.
Yeah, that's good. We go back to those kinds of days. We could see how all that stuff pans out. Let's see. Do that. Pull up the Discord. Why is Discord not popping up? Discord is not popping up. Why? Is Discord like on in the background maybe? Task manager. Why is Discord fighting me? And Discord. There we go. And task. And now pull up Discord again. I'm trying to find Lone's clip that he sent me. His video. But I guess I could put it on full face cam. There we go. Ow, there's this. Damn it.
McFlufferkin said it seems like GTS does not have any big spell packs, so I'll look at whatever is compatible with mysticism.
Yeah.
I believe Apocalypse is, which includes things like Okado's Recital.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I don't know what it was, but it was one of the things that we had that first time. But I think it was it's the other big mod pack that exists. But that one I don't think I was able to toggle things off without it breaking some stuff. But anyways, what was I going to say? Something about, let's mute this, loop this, pop this off. Good. You see the indentation of the the VR thing. And we're back to, I think, this. Yeah. Good. Oh, wait. I forgot. We should turn off. Test? Okay, good. There we go. A little glow up towards the audio.
Catman 11234 said Apocalypse, Odin, and Glamoril are all compatible.
Yeah. Sorry. That was what I was gonna say. We were talking about magic. So I was gonna say there was a mod that we used to get use, and it had a really cool conjuration concept, which is basically, it increased the time of deploying of your conjuration animal. And basically you would have to hold down your summon in order for it to be present. So what was really nice is if you had an enemy right in front of you, you basically could quickly cast your summon. Boom, he'd be right in front of you. And then you would just like train him around basically. So like if he did die, he would just immediately come back up because you're holding down the spell. And you could just like stop holding down the button. He would decombust, and then you could just reappear him wherever you were looking in front of you. So it was really nice as far as like just repositioning your character. And it also made sense for like if you are essentially like popping somebody into existence, who's to say you couldn't take it away when a fire breath hits?
Update. I just hamster cage my Ellen's basic attack, skill, and ultimate. P.S. Grin, if you don't remember, hamster cages are the crown equivalent in ZZZ.
I was going to say, I was like, what the fuck is hamster cages? A little guy ahead of that. That's so funny. Yeah, that's awesome. So you maxed out Ellen. Dude, I've went back and played some Ellen. Ellen is so good. So fun to play, so consistent. That's the only thing I kind of don't like about Jane Doe, is that it does feel like it's weird, you know? Like sometimes it feels like I have a shit ton of anomaly on her, but it still doesn't quite feel like it's enough sometimes. It still feels like you're just hacking away, hopefully building up enough stuff, right? But yeah, I love the idea of that one mod for Skyrim, by the way, the one that like lets you reposition your summons. And I think that was like an apocalypse mod, because I thought it was whatever mod it was like it had like a shit ton of installation stuff happening, where like it took 10 minutes just to install all of the spell things. But that's something that I whatever we do, like again, I think I'll retry to do this mod pack thing. I'll probably play up to the point where we were.
McFlufferkin said it exists. They had Connect support in the past. And there's even AI voices that dynamically respond to what you say, type.
So that's also a part of the MadGod mod. But I just didn't want to have any more stress on my PC, which I thought would. If it has to ping to a ChatGPT server and like relay information, then transition that into like dialogue that your companion's saying. Super good if you're playing without VR, which is
Lone
more
Syndicate
reasonable.
said, I wanted to give Ellen the honor if my first cage to Ellen
true.
probably work on Rena and Corin
But
next.
isn't you said you did her basic attack, right, Lone? Just hamster cage, my Ellen, basic attack. Yeah. I was about to say the main attack is probably the best, but I wonder I might go all in on Ellen. I might put all of my crowns on her, but we'll have to see, because I don't have a. Now Dane Joe is awesome. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Also, we're listening to nothing right now. Give me a sec. Face cam. Where is it? Face cam. No, not face cam. Music, stream beats. There we go. Let's listen to something chill. But I shaved last night just so I didn't look absolutely disgusting, because I was taking advantage.
V for God said Kuro is doing exactly what Riot did with League. Besides it having PvP, I can def see Wuthering having the Longevity League has red exclamation mark.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I like I really enjoy. How do I put it? I definitely feel like both games are doing pretty well as far as like not succumbing to things that I've not liked in the past, like whether it taking such a long time to get content that's meaningful, etc. I do feel like Within Waves does feel like I don't know.
Lone Syndicate said I wouldn't use a cage on dodge, and assist would level them up to like level 11 at most.
Gotcha. Let's use less text to speech, because I can catch up to your guys' comment, because like.
McFlufferkin said, I recommend looking at the potential for Skyrim modding with trailers for Gate to Sciengard or Lorem. It's pretty crazy what is possible in Skyrim
now.
For
sure. It definitely goes out there.
Catman 11234 said my created mod list is in the
Perfect.
Discord mod chat.
Thanks so much.
I'm excited for future Skyrim content from you. It was really fun watching you play.
I noticed you guys were like getting into it with me, which is I appreciate. I thought it was really fun. But I was gonna say, on the topic of text to speech though, real quick, like text to speech, I'm hoping at least right now there's moments where like it gets through. I know people when they use text to speech they're like but yeah, just hold off on text to speech for a little bit, because I can get to your guys' comment and we can like go through things as I read the comment. Whereas if everyone's trying to have 3 conversations, it's hard for us to juggle it. That's why when we're in VR land, it's the only way we can have a conversation. So it makes sense that you guys are almost conditioned to keep using text to speech, but we gotta pump the brakes just a little bit. And yeah, only use text to speech hopefully when you really want to get me something, or when we're going to start a new conversation or something like that, or we're ending a certain conversation, stuff like that. But yes, back to what we were talking about. I forget what we were talking about. That's the problem. That's what I was gonna say. I think MiHoYo has always had an issue a little bit with maybe it's just Genshin, but I feel like it kind of feels like when you look back at a year of playing a game, it kind of sometimes feels a little like nothing really happened. Or like, no, sorry, like if I were to ask you what really mattered, like what did you do anything in the game that really stands out as like, holy shit, we made massive waves? I don't think that exists, or not exists. I think that's something MiHoYo doesn't do great, where like it's almost like, we had a festival, which we got to learn some stuff about our companions, but largely if I wipe that moment out of my brain, I don't think I would be like, besides like an in-depth understanding of other characters, that's kind of the thing that I find MiHoYo doesn't do really well. Withering Waves is doing really good, and ZZZ is doing, I think, pretty good too, about like, it feels like the world is growing and becoming bigger as time goes on. I personally think Zenless, because of the nature of being an open world game, feels a little bit more hefty, you know? So stuff like that. Delay indeed. Yeah, I could put a delay. Oh, stream delay. He said that was as we were typing. Is the stream shouldn't be that delayed, but it might be just because maybe there's something broke, but it shouldn't be that delayed. It should be around a 6 to 10 second delay. Let me catch up. Fluff says, I recommend playing the potential Skyrim modding and with trailers of Gate and Summerguard. It's pretty crazy that it's possible to Skyrim now. Or I recommend looking at the potential. Yeah, we could look at it in a minute here. Remind me if I forget to pull it up. I just want to catch up on whatever else is saying. Arcane is popping off. Yeah, man, I've heard nothing but good things from Arcane. It almost makes me like a little hesitant to watch it because it does seem like it's such a ride, like an up and down, not down, but like up in tension and all that stuff. You said don't use it too much and embody. No. I didn't say don't use it too much. I was saying that's probably like the delay that people have to have time to react to it. And again, I appreciated everyone using the text to speech because that's the only way that we can really communicate. So when we're playing VR, so like it's like me conditioning people to like use the shit out of text to speech and then expecting to just like stop it on a dime. Yeah, there's a pattern that we'll have to jump back to. But again, that's probably the thing will oscillate between VR and that. And it may be helpful to have like even some text on screen that pops up that's like, hey, this. Yeah, I never, by the way, like when I was sitting there like this, I wasn't like you guys did it went against me. I know there's a delay. I was just like, it's just funny to me. Like as soon as I said that, the delay and probably the pause didn't matter because the ending joke was that we just got hit with 3 text to speeches, which was funny to me. That's why I sat there and just took it. But I wasn't thinking less of you guys for typing or using it. V said, at the end of the day, also I can always change it if there is a problem. Like I can always just put a bigger delay on it if it is ever getting too antsy. But I know it's just you guys are one of the rare people in the whole world where I can say stop using text to speech for like 10 minutes so I can finish my thought, please, and you guys will let me do that immediately. Like no one's ever been like, fuck you, I'm gonna keep going on this, you know. So yeah. Fluff says, oh no, before that, V says, I'm playing Withering Waves, sweep all the categories it's in for Game Awards show next month. Oh, you're selecting all that? Yeah, I hope Withering Waves comes up with something because I do think Kuro keeps doing like people mention like this isn't working very well, and then the next patch it's updated and fixed. Again, there's an argument for people who just don't like Withering Waves because it's an open world gacha game type vibe, and that's fair. But it's still neat to see like a developer listen to the community consistently and also be very generous and such like that. I think that should be commended across the board. You know, Fluff says we're finished. We were finished our TTS message right as you said. Hold. I know. I never took it as being rude. I just took it as funny that like what are the odds that like as you guys were hitting press, which again I conditioned you to do. I conditioned you to keep using TTS because we're the only way we communicate. So yeah. No, it's for awards. You good if they don't win devs of the year, it's rigged. Yeah, I guess. I don't know enough. I'm not in the gaming space enough to know. You know what I mean? Like, again, it's one of those things where like maybe there is some indie dev that's just allowed to hear like grinding his heart out, maybe. But I do think Kuro should be commended for that because that is something I see that's consistent. Also, Mope says Half-Life 2 is free now, right now, and also VR mod for Half-Life 2 is free. Yeah. What do you call it, Mope? There's a ton of stuff that looks awesome. There's a flat to VR thing.
G Red said, "Hey,
good, Red?
Just woke up.
Good?
What did I miss?"
Not too much. We just finished playing the last little push of Skyrim. By the way, it says we have a scheduled stream tomorrow. We're not streaming tomorrow. I've streamed every day this week, and doing VR is so hard on the body because I also exercise normally. I'm exercising like I normally do. I am so fucking spent. Like I'm just sitting down is the only thing I can do that does make my body ache. So I'll take it tomorrow off just to recover physically. But yes, it is killing me, by the way. You have fucking no idea, dude. It is killing me that I still haven't wished for Camilla. I'm just sitting there like an asshole. Just like, I gotta wait till Monday, and I'm logging into Withering Waves, doing my dailies, and then being like, I guess I'll wait. And it's just ass. Also, Mob says, yeah, man, you look fit. Take the red. Thank you, Mob. I was gonna say, Mob, there's so many things for VR that I'm so excited to try and play with you guys. Again, I will say though, it is a struggle to record VR. Like that's the one thing. Like I'm not sure how into VR you are, Mob, but I am like just chomping at the bit to buy another headset. And there's this fucking rumor about the Valve Deckard, which I'm like, maybe. But the only issue I have with the thing is that the only company that has a decent way of recording VR is Oculus. Oculus has this like mirror program that lets you pull back the FOV, stabilize the footage, see exactly what you're seeing. It just works so fucking well. And so few VR games, every VR game, especially Skyrim, is like super zoomed in if you don't use those programs. So it just makes for like a hard viewer experience. Again, an easy answer would just be to get like a fucking crazy graphics card that can handle the load. But I'm not rich, so I can't do that exactly. Also, Lone is surviving with 25 health. That is insane on his what do you call it, Caesar. Fluff says the Game Awards, it's always rigged. Yeah, well, maybe. I think. What do you guys think will be the game of the year this year? I think this year, all things considered, we're pretty sparse for games. Is that right? Maybe it's right. I don't know. I thought we had like a fucking strong as hell beginning start of this year. I think Power World came out, or am I 1 year off? I don't know. I think Power World came out. We also had another game. I can't think of the fucking name of it. It was another good. We had like the success of Helldivers, which was a really unique game. But yeah, I feel like this was the year of failed AAA games, which is wild. But to me, I think Black Myth Wukong, if it got it, I think that would be great. Like, I think that makes sense. I hope did Power come out this year? It feels weird if it did. I don't know if that's true. Red says, yeah, fuck the Game Awards and their damn bias agenda bullshit. Yeah.
McFlufferkin said after Lone's video, I sent 2 trailers of big Skyrim mod collections that may be a good example of the sort of potential Skyrim modding has now.
Ooh, I can't.
They're in your Discord
I'm a little
DMs.
Scared. Did we watch most of it? I'm a little scared. We might have actually went through it already. But I'm a little scared because I feel like I see these videos and I'm thinking, and then I run the mods and they all work and then I put like the screen recorder on it and then it just fucking tanks my performance because it's like you're recording at like a nice way, at a nice state. This view, pause and mute, pause, and this Gate of Sovngarde. Ooh. Here we go. I was playing like shit against this boss. It happens. It happens. Yeah, see, they have the same, like, load. Ooh. Oh. That looks pretty fucking good. I doubt there's a VR equivalent. Oh, look at the hair physics on the main. Is that a main or is that... It has to be a helmet. Shit. That girl licks that blade. That's tetanus. Or a disease, somehow. V says, when GTA 5 comes out, it will win Game of the Year. Yeah, man, but fucking V, I'm in a bad way with that because I got PC VR. Nope, sorry. I got PC, sorry. I got PC land, so I can't play it properly, which is shitty. It's one of those things where everyone else is playing it, and I'm like, great. And then next year we're finally going to get it. Maybe. Because they want to get the double dip. Oh, I forgot we haven't even looked at Solstein. God, look at those fucking bicep muscles. Look at that.
Catman
Also ass as well,
11,234 said, look up Nolbus. It's the highest graphically made version of Skyrim
the hardest muscle to get. What was that? Cat said, look up Novels. It's the highest graphic mod ever seen. Yeah, I don't want it. It's going to fucking make me yearn for something I can never have. If I never see it, I never have to be sad.
McFlufferkin said this is Lorem. You need a pretty high-end PC to run most of it properly. Biggie, the collection curator, has been working on better optimization to run on mid-high rigs rather than just 4090s.
That'd be cool. Hopefully he gets that out fast. Mob says, I've spent a few $100s in VR, but I understand it's taxing, and also as for the gaming rig, you pretty much need a high-end rig to play Steam and record at all. Is rough on mid PC. I mean, I got a 470,
So it's not terrible, but it's not. I don't think it's enough. I think, yeah, I think you need an abundance of extra juice. Can you imagine? There's the next graphic card that Nvidia is making is like going to be, I think it's like $2,000 just right at the hop, which is wild. Also, is this other one? This one should loop it. It's the other one that Fluff showed us, which is Gate of Sovngarde. Again, I don't want to look at it because it's going to be not for me. But we'll watch it. Just be jealous of whomever can rock it. V says, I don't like the way they release Arcane this time round. Is they do the half-half? Yeah, first half. People got the same shit about were pissed about the same shit about the boys. The boys people were pissed at as well. Whew, big ass fucking boy. What do you call it? Yeah, same thing with the boys. Same thing with what's it called? Invincible. People don't like the half and half. What? That's insane. Well, that's weird. That's weird. But the fucking hoisting yourself off a hill or a mountain cliff, that's wild. Ew. That's kind of cool though. The bangs. Yeah, I will say I was having such a fun time at the tail end of the thing there, which is tough. You know what I mean? It's just like, again, I think I was like, man, am I like not as hyped for Skyrim?
McFlufferkin said this is Gate to Sovngarde, the mod collection I'm going to be using.
Yeah.
Once Vortex, Nexus lets me.
Yeah, it's stopping you. But I was gonna say that's the one thing that I'm like, am I not enjoying Skyrim as much anymore? Because like I was like, there's moments where it's not very crazy, but I think it's just.
Mob Barley said Nvidia RRGTX $40,000, $5,000, and it requires 5 kilowatt power source.
Yeah, the power is insane. Also,
G Red said, "Yay! As much as I hate Nvidia, as far as I'm concerned, they are the only option. AMD just does not compete enough, and their software is fucking shit."
And let's talk about whatever the fucking little thing you put in your motherboard is. I forget what it's called. GPU or CPU? I was gonna mix up. I think it's GPU. GPU, they're kicking ass. But I was gonna say, I just wish they had a competition. I'm happy that AMD has yeah. I'm hoping that there is some, like, again, I think Nvidia's doing shit with weird shit with Japan or China or something like that, or maybe they're owned by a certain one of these things, where I think. I don't know. There could be a possible boom in the U.S. where they start making factories and shit again, or whatever it is, and start like making.
McFlufferkin said, "There's my girl, Ori, Best Bosmer with ESO style antlers."
Best Bosmer? Whom that? Did I miss this? Ooh. Yeah. So again, my whole thing is, I think. Pause. T2S real quick. I want to talk for like 10 seconds. It's not your fault. I just like to give you guys a buffer, just because I want to get this. I want to try to. I don't know what I'm gonna say, so I just had to build it as I go. So I don't know how long it's gonna take. But anyways, I was gonna say, I do to just like round off what we were just talking about Elder Scrolls before we get into like Zenless, Withering Waves, or whatever, our following week. I had such a fun time. I love the fact that we had like a baseline to build from. I love that things look pretty in the game and all these kinds of things. I will say, I wish I had more. The things that I love about Skyrim are companion mods for one. The issue with companion mods is like by the very virtue of them existing, I need to spend a lot of time like you just do shit with the companion, they start to like you or they start to give you a quest line, right? So it's either that or like they have a weird thing where it's like you keep giving them gems and they start liking you. I think that's what Sophia's metric is that you give her like valued items and then she gets like points, more like points, and even more like points. So things like that, but that's one of my things. So like, I think if we ever, I'm going to redo this mod list thing that we have. I will play up and do everything that we did together. So we will not need to do more stuff together. So I'll grind up the College of Winterhold quest quite a bit. That should give me spells, and I'll get spells going and all that stuff. So I'll play on my time. I'll do a little bit of I'll do the intro quest for Thieves Guild, and then I'll do. What else did we do? I'll get Serena, and I'll start where we ended it, essentially, the next parts. But it will be like a different mod pack. I'll have different spells, probably. Maybe not different spells, but some different spells. I'll probably have spec my character to some extent, so on and so forth. So that's probably going to be what I'm going to do. But I think I probably will be pestering you guys either on our Sunday streams or something like that about like what we should install, what I should look at, stuff like that. I do like the idea of trying to make like the best Lich King thing. Skyrim Sugar Daddy mod. What? What? But yes. I'll have to find a good mod pack to build off of as well. One that's not too bad. I hear Foos is pretty reasonable. I do hope Foos still makes the game look pretty nice. Like, the thing that I liked about the one mod pack that we were rocking was, like, when I was in load screen, I seen, like, a statue, which I'd never seen before because we haven't played that long. I seen a statue that just looked gorgeous. And I was like, oh, that's a mod that I would never think to download, of, like, a statue retexture. So hopefully the mod pack that I do download has all those kind of things that I would just never consider installing in there. But yeah, the main thing I'm going to be downloading is spell mods, companion mods, and maybe like a house. Like, I like the Necromancer Tower that Kat told us about. I like that idea, that we should start there. And I might make a unique preset character that can exist. Hopefully all those things don't conflict with each other like crazy. But yeah. Mob says the NVIDIA RTX 45. Oh, it's $5,000, not 2,000. And is required 5 kilowatts of power. Yeah, is it $5,000 US, or like, because for me I think it's probably, I thought it was $2,000 US, but I think for Canada it's probably 4,000 because it's double that, probably even more than that actually. Red says, yeah, as much as I hate NVIDIA, there's no one else to do it. AMD just screws it, pooch. Yeah, you just don't want one person leading the main chipset thing, you know. Best Bosmer in ESO style antlers, nice. Catman says NVIDIA just updated their old ass GeForce. I know, I've seen it too. I just seen the new one, and new modernized add-ons are amazing. Ooh, nice. What kind of stuff have they added? Oh, you can use text speech if you want, by the way. I'm done talking about my rant about Skyrim 6. So I do plan on like remaking the mod pack or the thing, and I'll probably use all of your guys' suggestions. So Discord message me them, please, or maybe have a tab in the Discord. Like I'm not sure what tab we could, maybe modding tab we could have. You guys could chuck some of your suggestions in there. Hopefully they're like, they don't conflict. That's why I'm interested in Kat, who like been mining out a bunch of them that just see which ones don't conflict with each other. Although I'll have to look into Foos, because again, that would be cool if there's mods that like I like that was one of the things with this mod too, is that it had like a lot of extended. So like it was the Dark Brotherhood extended, or it was the what's it called, the Dawn Guard extender, Serena extended, stuff like that. But like I said, it's hard to find Serena's quest lines without there being sexualized. Like there's like you bang her vampire mom and her at the same time. I remember I was watching an MXR video and I was like, Jesus, this is crazy. Vampires are freaks, essentially. Fluff says, oh no, Cat Fluff's done. Cat says NVIDIA just updated. That's Gaming Force thing. Cat says real Skyrim modding fans. No, Alex Stars is best. Who's that? Starza? Who's that? I've linked an overhaul pack that I'm currently using for my playthrough. It works with all mods I've suggested in the list in the mod channel. Oh, okay. Is it a VR acceptable thing? Does it work with VR or no? So it says I'll get a Skyrim modding channel set up so there's others can input their input. Cat being been using our mod editor. Moderator, chat, which only a handful can see. Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha. What do you call it? Yeah, always at me whenever you send me anything in the Discord, because it just gives me like a red exclamation point beside the tab, so I know it's there. Otherwise, I'm like, where would it be? Where would your message be? But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I will say this. This was also like a lot, so like I don't know when, like that's what well, let me ask you guys this. I have two questions for you guys. One, would you guys want to see us continue to play Skyrim? I'm talking about everyone, by the way, not just people who are enjoying it, etc. I want to know everyone who is like, I don't really know Skyrim very well, so I just couldn't connect with it, or whatever it be. Everyone's input is unique, or is helpful here. That doesn't also mean that like by us playing Skyrim we won't play other games. It's just to say that, is this something that you guys, is this a lens through VR that you thought was nice? Because sometimes we always show Bone Lab mods.
Gnawing Fetus said yes.
More Skyrim. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm curious if there's more people who are in that thing. Because, again, I liked it a lot. I will say it was... it was just enough to be like... Again, I didn't mention it very much, I don't think. But last Sunday, when I got everything all prepped, was brutal. Was so hellish. Yeah, it's just because like I couldn't get the game to run it wasn't that it was running poorly. It was that I couldn't get you guys to see it nicely. Like it was so hard to get a viewfinder that worked. And then whenever I used my VR headset viewfinder, the Oculus app, it always broke. Like it didn't work really well. And then I had to do a bunch of shit to make that stable, so then it ran the game stable, because I think we were running like 1 billion programs at once, because you're rendering all these mods in a cache and all that stuff, that I think it's taken up a lot of your computer's initial RAM, just like processing power. Because yeah. I'm down for more Skyrim. I'd be down for more Skyrim as well, says Raid. I think Kat was into it as well as Fluff, so that's another hands off to that too. I'm happy to continue it. I will say, could you be patient with me a little bit?
G-Red said, I won't be modding Skyrim for months. I'll also be downloading Lover Slab mods and spending a great deal of time to make them work. Too much work, and I have too many games on my plate right now.
Makes sense. As honest as the day I met you. Kat says, don't want to pollute the gaming channel with a big ass list, so I'll slap it in the mod chat. Yeah, I suggest trying Foos and seeing if that can handle a stream. Well, again, it's tough because that's what I'm trying to parse out in my mind a little bit, because there were moments where the mod is running like perfectly. Like there was not a single hiccup. As soon as we were in like any sort of area we were in some massive fucking caves, like huge caves. And it still didn't load terribly. I think what Kat said, I think that's exactly what it was. I think there's some sort of weird mod that like drastically extends the view distance, and I don't need that at all. Like I don't care. I don't care if the mountains look muddy in the distance. It doesn't affect me. I think if I turned off those, I wonder if the mod would be significantly more stable. Because I think
Lone Syndicate said, "I'm down for anything as always, Grin. I won't know what's going on, but I'm here for the ride."
I'll try to explain stuff as we go. But yeah, so to me, I wonder if that was the only hiccup, because I do worry about like us playing Foos and then realizing, oh, it doesn't have a lot of the things that the other one had, which is a lot of insights into what to do.
G-Red said, yes, more Skyrim, please.
More Skyrim? Okay, good. Yeah, okay, so it does seem like people really like. Okay, at the end of this month,
Catman 11234 said, more Skyrim. You make it entertaining. Other YouTubers just monologue.
Thanks, man. What do you call it? I feel like it was easy to talk about stuff there, because there was always something happening. Like, I mean, there were in fact, it was, honestly, I'm not sure if you guys picked up on this, there was too much shit I wanted to do. The amount of times where I'm like, okay, I want to see what the main quest line is. Okay, let's go fight a dragon. Brutal. There's lots of lag. Okay, we got the game stable, kind of, sort of. I want to go see what the Mages Guild is. Okay, cool. We got that stable. Now let's jump over to the Thieves Guild. It was too much shit happening, if anything. We should have probably slowed down and enjoyed each companion quest and all that stuff, you know? You make it. Nong says, if you can do a test stream, I don't know the ins and outs of that, then you're setting up. Well, no, see, that's the thing that's hilarious, Nong. The issue, so I'm running, this is what's crazy also. I'm only running, I have two PCs. I have one PC that's running stream stuff, so it's just completely locked in. And then I have another PC that's solely running the game. The issue is VR. VR, you're having to render the preview of the game that's happening in a little stupid square box. And then in order for the viewers to see something nice, because that preview sucks ass. So it's showing exactly what it's rendering the entire game through my headset, through this little render thing, this preview. But then I have to render it a third time just to get the FOV pulled back and look nice. There is a way, I think, to take that preview and downscale it so it's not as detailed and it's not taking up as much bandwidth from your computer, but it's still just all of this is just running on bog standard. It's basically running perfectly fine, but as soon as I put up the Oculus preview, it shits its pants vigorously. Destroyed pants. It's tough. It's also probably high time that I replace my Oculus link cable, because it's that's what that tearing shit is, which is honestly our only real problem. or the tearing thing is the main issue, and I think it's a data transfer issue. Fluff says, you already have my vote for Skyrim VR and Wayfinder. I'm about to say, that was what I was saying. Thank you for reminding me, Fluff. At the end of this week, at the end of this month, we are going to basically have, like, we're going to tier everything out of 5, or out of 4, sorry. So we're going to basically line up everything that we liked in the funnest week that we had of streaming that you connected with, and then the second best and the third best and the fourth best. And that doesn't necessarily mean the fourth best is just like thrown out. Don't get misunderstand that. It just puts in the perspective for me of like what we engaged the most with. Yeah.
Gnawing Fetus said Skyrim 10 quarters.
Skyrim 10 what? What you mean? What Fluff said, I'd even say it'd be cool to do it once a month, Skyrim VR week, where you go get focus on giving quest chains or something like that. Yeah. Again, that's also what we're doing this whole month. I'll be honest, this whole month is me gauging what we're gonna do for the next year. To tell you the truth, it's me being like, can we stream for like day after day after day after day? And at this point, we're fine.
Said I already predict that the gacha week will be the least enjoyed for me.
Yeah.
But that's because it's a guarantee we'll be sticking with that. Wayfinder and Skyrim VR feel tied for me.
Yeah, well, again, the gacha thing, I honestly, that to me is just like, that's probably selfish. It's a selfish week for me. Because I've been preparing for, there's no secret that the gacha stuff is very, it's not a very, like, a lot of people play those games. I don't know a lot of people who watch people play those games as much. If they do, they have their like designated streamer that does that. But those are already kind of like it's a selfish pick because those are just the games I play on my off time that I find I've saved for like months. I want to spend what I've saved. So, but yeah, undoubtedly, I'm expecting that one to be F tier because of the fact that we play a lot of it already, and it doesn't seem to be the thing that like I kind of gauge on what people how fervent and like ravenous the chat is. If people are like constantly contributing to the joke, to the weird meme that's happening, so on and so forth, that's what I kind of associate with like the success or the abnormality of the event that we ran, I guess. But yes. I do notice that's one. If I could list a blunder that I think I maybe messed up on for this whole month of streaming, I think it was a stupid thing, because we're testing so much shit in this month, that it was a stupid thing to not try to capitalize on something that was wildly popular. That would have been a really interesting data point to like learn from. Like if Call of Duty Warzone or Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty came out eventually, like at some point in this month, it would probably have been a good idea for us to just do that for a whole month, just to see if we got new viewers jumping in, because it's such a new, big, powerful push that's going on in gaming right now. And I noticed a lot of VTubers and stuff do that a lot, where it's just something that they keep pursuing. You know, it's like it's a part of doing the thing. You just have to play games that a lot of people are playing, especially when they're very passionately playing it. And that's just a part of the game, you know. I moved all my ideas to the ones I have my PC accessory. Gotcha. 10 out of 4. I already predicted the gotcha will be my least favorite. Catman says Skyrim VR might be my fave thing for the streaming month.
Lone Syndicate said, although I'll probably like everything, Skyrim has been the thing least enjoyed for me. Not because I don't like, more like don't know what's happened. Maybe I should download Skyrim back.
Yeah, well, again, I think that's something that I could probably improve upon, Lone, is I assume, because Skyrim is such a beloved game by so many people, I assume it's like everyone knows what I'm talking about, because I think a lot of people do, but I should do a better job about being like, this is the Thieves Guild. In fact, Lone, I wish you would have told me that. Like, I think you did tell me that, but I never registered. Like, it never sank in, really. But like, I would have had a blast.
McFlufferkin said the recent releases were all quite controversial and divisive. Black Ops 6 has had a lot of issues through Steam, And Veilguard is pretty touchy subject too.
Yeah, but I don't think, like, again, to me, I would have just wanted to see what would happen if you play a game that a lot of people are watching people play, which happened to be Black Ops. Like, a lot of people were watching that on Steam. The Steam numbers are insane. Or not Steam, nice. I mean, Twitch, not Stream. Stream is what I was trying to say. The Stream numbers on all the platforms for people watching that was interesting. So I would have been a good idea, I think, to like look at that and see what that was like. But yeah, what do you call it, Lone? I would have loved to ramble about you about, like, okay, Lone, here's the thing. There's this guild, okay? There's this guild, and so there's an old, dead, creepy old woman in a casket telling people who to kill, okay? And then these people we just kill, and they're sometimes bad people, they're sometimes not bad people. Also, it's kind of whatever this old woman in this casket is feeling in the morning. But as long as we're chill with her, she's kind of chill with us, and it's a whole thing. She does ask us to purge her whole family, guild, all that. But it's not the point. It's not important. But we're here to kill people. That's the point. I would have had a blast. You're like a unicorn, a person who hasn't played Skyrim in fucking 2025, 4, I guess. Hot damn. That's good. That's playing. I should probably finish this drink. Fluff says, oh no, sorry. Nong says Skyrim went then Wayfinder. I appreciate the gacha games, but I don't touch them. Yeah, no, I know. I also think the gacha games are not terrible as cannon fodder. Like, I don't mind. I don't think anyone really has a problem with, like, oh cool, look at that character. It's just weird. Even if you're not into gacha games, seeing the absurd booba or like weird edgy design is still something that on the surface is like cool. But I don't think it's something that people can like invest themselves in as much. You know.
Lone Syndicate said, according to my PlayStation, I have a total of 9 hours in Skyrim, and that was from when I played when I was a sophomore in high school.
Crazy, Lone. I don't know if Skyrim will hit as hard now, because it's a lot of times past. I think New Vegas does, which is a testament to how good New Vegas is, but I don't know. Maybe, but like the base game of Skyrim. Maybe with all the DLCs? Let's see what was said. Fluff says, we'll need to hold our judgment with Elden Ring first person before we can say for certain. Yeah, for sure. I think that's going to be a huge part of it, too. But Elden Ring is far a bit more finite than a sheer potential of
McFlufferkin said modding Skyrim on PlayStation is also the worst option. It's very limited.
Yeah, well, I don't even think anyone should do that. I fucking hate the weird pay mods nonsense that, like, Bethesda's like, I'll give you garbage and you'll pay for it. And you're like...
G-Red said Skyrim can still hit hard, but mods are a must. Vanilla is shit.
Yeah,
emo.
I'm about to say the vanilla is what bothers me. Like, that's like, I'm not sure, like... Yeah, I mean, it's still cool. I don't know if it's, like, we're making it sound hype as hell because we played 2012 and it was like, holy fuck. And like I mentioned, like, that 9 hours alone doesn't surprise me at all. Because the Skyrim, like, one of its biggest problems is that, like, when you're starting any guild quest, it's boring as shit. Because they're like, go fucking give this dagger to this guy. He forges it, and he's like, good job, whelp. Go fight this beast in the cavern. You go kill this giant fucking dragon, or not dragon, like werewolf, and they're like, holy fuck, there was a dragon in there? Holy shit!
Said so I shouldn't try and play it on
Here,
my
use
PlayStation.
This. That's our stream. Actually, I don't know why it's showing me my stream. It's odd. Skyrim VR was the most I've interacted with the chat in a while. I treat the gacha streams more like a podcast, which is fair. It's fair. Honestly, the gacha streams are podcasts because there's nothing to really get invested in besides waifu or husbando go burr. It's not very like, that's not like Skyrim where we're like, Serana's here, or holy shit, there's this thing happening. We're about to become a nightingale. Oh my god, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait. I probably will break the game though. Yeah. I probably will break the game in some capacity. Because I do want to do all of the guilds, which will probably mean I need to do a necromancer thing, but then probably give myself a fuck ton of sneak. Just because it's a big part of the game that they don't tell you a lot of. Sneak being like almost essential. Look at his hair physics. especially would have been on theme for the VTuber a model ago. Yeah, it probably would have been. Probably would have been. And Alex says, I liked it when you were more actively following the quest stuff. And so, yeah, see that again. I think it makes sense. It makes sense as far as all I know, but like, so, like, how to put it, like viewer research that I've done, like all the weird data points that I've seen. There's a lot of people like when you're in pursuit of a goal that everyone can understand and be a part of, essentially. Hence why certain streams do really well when it comes to certain things, you know. The issue is like always having to find a goal worth striving for. It's just like, man, I'm tired as hell. I just want to see some anime people go brr. I don't have to fucking think about all this shit, you know? But Fluff makes a good point about, like, theoretically, modded Skyrim VR is theoretically endless. So, not a bad get, you know, as far as investing in this and that.
McFlufferkin said, I will say that HoloCure is fairly evergreen, even if you're late to the party for a new update. Just being new to the game is more than enough to attract the fans like moths to a flame.
We could try again. I got. There's a lot of stuff I need to think about after we get to the end of the month. So expect probably oh fuck, dude, I don't know. Probably like 3 streams. Maybe not that much. I'm overhyping it, but I do think like if you watch our stream, I'd appreciate if you popped into the final week of the month. Not the final week, maybe like the last 3 days of the month, I guess, when we're finally sending this off, because I do need to like talk through shit just to understand like all the variables.
G-Red said there is a reason Skyrim has lived this long, and it's not because of the vanilla experience.
Also, when we're done doing the shit with Skyrim, there's Fallout 4 VR, which is horrible, but there could be some mods that by then make it better.
McFlufferkin said that Laura MKG, it looks like the cat people at Dragon's Dogma might just be the main, or it's intentional.
Dude, the main looks sick.
Catman 11234 said the best part about a magic-focused playthrough is that magic with mods solves everything.
True.
No sneak, illusion, companions melee, alteration, etc.
That's fair. I never thought about that. I keep going with like you guys have a much more understanding about the spell mods than I do. When I always associate spell mods about being like you have to dedicate 20 hours into one skill tree to get invisibility, and that's the only spell you'll ever use from this in this thing. So you're just haul-assing across Skyrim while doing or walking around with clairvoyant even though you know where the fuck to go, and you're just like trying to grind up levels so you get that one spell. Yeah, that's my relationship with spell mods. So you guys are spells. You guys have the insight that lets you be like, ooh. Well, which again, I think if I download all the mods you guys are suggesting, like the spell mods, and hopefully you pop into one of the streams to educate me on what they have in them, because there's so fucking much. So much to read. Well, yeah. Now he says, nah, play it on PC. Even vanilla is better on PC than... Yeah, I would say PC is not a bad idea, alone. Even though you might have a little laptop, I still think, not a bad idea. Do PC playthrough. I mean, you should do a test, like, to see if you can run it, but yeah. Fluff says, preferably no, I'd wait on a discount for Skyrim anniversary stuff, and use your control. Yeah, you can use your PC with controller. Honestly, that's the thing. It still shocks me that people are still on console. I mean, PlayStation makes some sense. PlayStation still has exclusives, is kicking your ass, but PlayStation's exclusive has not been that crazy. Like, Horizon Zero Dawn is cool, but I'm not sure if it's that cool. It also comes to PC eventually, so it's not like God of War is the only thing that I was like, fuck, I might have to buy a fucking $500 console for this stupid game. Great game. Cat says, loan, I highly recommend buying it on Steam because it's around $15. Yeah, and you can mod the fuck out of it. Yeah, and you can even mod it to the point where it will run smoother on PC and look better often than all that. As bullshit as it is, modders are needed to fix Bethesda's bullshit. That's true. It is true. I feel weird whenever I hear that statement, where like people are like, modders are fixing the game, and I'm like, yeah, but there's a lot of dog shit games that you can't fix. They're like that. It's like a devil's deal. Like, I'll give you the power to create a lot of whatever you could want in your own unique big ass world. the devil's deal is that half of it's broken and you have to fix it. But as soon as you fix it, all of it you can still create in that world. So it's still a pretty good deal that no fucking developer seems to really invest in like fucking Bethesda. Although I haven't seen as much
G-Red
mods for
said
Elden Ring.
leveling the skills in Skyrim is pain, honestly. Like sneaking next to enemies for hours just to level sneak.
Yes.
I've always hated that. I prefer mods that allow to increase levels with skill points.
I wish it was. I like Borderlands. Borderlands had the best idea for me, at least in my opinion, where like you could. It was a little bit of both, but basically, like the more you use swords, the more you got like a static damage number of like 50 more damage, 20 more damage.
Bolty said hello.
What's good, Bolty? That 30% more damage had like a unique effect of giving you more stagger with melee weapons or like with swords. Like I think that's nice. Yeah, I think that's nice. I don't hate the Falloutification of it, where you just dump points into a stat, and then eventually you get perks that are good with that stat increase as well as giving you better chances given the proficiency of that stat. Like guns, it applies to all guns. It doesn't just apply to one thing, like one-handed. I wish they had like the balance of that. I only have a gaming laptop. Not sure if it can handle all the... No, it doesn't have to handle all those mods. It can only... it's just nice that you could theoretically have like a spell mod that like is friendly to low-level PCs. And then you could have like way more than the shitty spells that exist in the base game. Also, there's definitely going to be like a Steam sale, I think, because it's Black Friday is coming up on here. We're getting to some sort of weird event day, whatever, sale week at the end of this month, I think. So something you can consider in December for next year. I will say that the Hollow Cure fairly evergreen. Yeah, I might. I just worry because I don't want to get in there and be like, I'm not in, and then it'd just be disappointing.
Lone Syndicate said I'll look into it.
Look into it. I also played it on console. I mean, yeah, I think we're all just like, vanilla Skyrim, it hasn't aged great. Not bad, but it's just not what we're talking about. No, it says, what kind of graphics card you have in your laptop, Lone?
Bolty said we winding down or still some time left.
We'll have plenty of time. Probably got an hour left. Maybe like 40 minutes left. We have plenty of time. How's the book going, Bolty? Best part of a Magic playthrough is they can solve everything. I enjoy being a destructive archmage vampire. You know, werewolfing? Ah, man, werewolf is so fire, though. I love werewolfing. I've seen a mod that exists where, like, it makes your eyes all crazy.
McFluffican said, since you said you enjoyed that Vampire Survivors like arcade game in ZZZ, I figured you'd at least find some enjoyment with Hollow Cure.
Probably.
But no worries if it's not your thing. Just hope you
try.
try.
I think the issue is, Fluff, I think it would be my thing. I think I would enjoy it. The issue is like, I don't know. I have an aversion. It's always like, I really like soup. I like soup a lot. But if you had soup with like eyes in it or like dog meat in it, there's still party that's like something about it that I just don't want to eat. Even though I probably would enjoy it, there's something about it that like I don't want to cross that line and go into it, you know? Like yeah. It's a really excessive example. But that doesn't make the most sense, but it hits like this weird, I don't know why. But I keep pestering me about it because I might. Especially considering it's the goal, and maybe, like I said, I want to see what happens if we play a popular game for a week.
Bolty said GRINN, a paladin with split personalities is wild.
Being a paladin with split personalities? Ooh. Also, wouldn't it be so cool if there was a mod that, like, let you be half vampire, half werewolf, like fucking that one goddamn movie? Ha! That'd be so cool. There's gotta be a mod like that, right? I'm not sure it's as invested as all the other stuff. Because that was one thing that also happened with Dawnguard. After Dawnguard, there was like a werewolf mod. Not a werewolf mod. There was like a werewolf update that like gave you a skill tree and shit, which actually made it not the worst to be a werewolf. Cat says, I can't play Skyrim with a controller because I use a fuck ton of add-on mods. With hotkeys. Yeah. With wheels and stuff to look at your character and do all that stuff. Makes sense. Leveling the skill in Skyrim is a pain, honestly. Yeah, just those all that we're talking about. It's ass. Speaking of, I need to look into possible adding a wheel for my GTS list. Yeah, a spell wheel. I'm late, but I'll be here with good all, says Bolty. Fluff said, Cat said Fluff is massive for mage. I have like 6 pages of it, plus slow time, like when Grin pulls up his spell selection. Yeah, that was nice. I prefer to refine skill proficiency system, earning points and
Gnawing Fetus said, I know there's a werewolf mod that I used to use back in the day that really upped the ante for war creatures. Could be a werebear and shiz.
Ooh.
I don't remember what it was. Been almost a decade.
Damn.
Sad face.
Holy shit, that's a... Don't throw it that. Don't throw that out in the chat. Dropping a decade on us. I'm right there with you, man. That's brutal. Oh, everyone's with you there. Oh. Skyrim is old AF. Again, it is cool though. Like it's one of the like silver linings where like I'm overwhelmingly happy that you guys did dig the Skyrim week essentially because I think like we could infinitely mod this like Fluff was saying, but we could also eventually jump into Fallout 4 VR modded. Even though Fallout 4 is in a weird, much worse state than Fallout than Skyrim. Sorry, because Skyrim is such a big thing. It's like its melee is already very finicky, and its magic is already pretty decent for like VR. But in Fallout VR, it's terrible because you like one of the biggest things that's satisfying about VR is reloading a gun VR, and it auto does it. So it's just kind of like this is ass. This is shitty, and also you can't hold a double-handed rifle, so you aim like this.
G-Red said, "Yay! Last I played Skyrim was 2017."
Enjoyed this show. I also suggest it should be our final of the VTuber design reviews. Speaking of, oh right, we should do that. Yeah. We have to do that before we end the show. Yeah. Regarding max level newbie, Grin a paladin with this. Yeah. I haven't got that far. You passed me at this point, Bolty. But when it comes to that Monroe that I suggested you, what do you call it? It's getting to that point where like I've seen shorts of it where she becomes like a badass split personality because she's so sweet. She's like a very sweet, wholesome paladin, and then she's also like a weird yandere prefix because she becomes a fallen paladin, which is a person who like her will gets broken by despair. Also, do you guys know how we talked about chips when we were playing that one game last week? Talked about good old Doritos, tried, tested, happy with them. Guess what? And I think it was Red who was like, I love me some Pringles. Guess what? I was at the store and I found Pringles in a can. I'm too small to be sponsored, please. Anyways, but it's Pringles in a can, and you would think these are going to be Doritos. I keep saying Doritos. Doritos. You think Doritos would be like, they would be curved? They could be a triangle, but it would be curved like a Pringle, right? Well, guess what? They're just a bunch of fucking tiny. It's just like a bunch of. It's a mess. You can't see anything. It's just a bunch of tiny Doritos. They taste great. They taste different. They definitely taste like they're cooked differently. But I wanted a whole ass chip, and it's not that case. It's just a bunch of little tiny Doritos in a can. What a bunch of shit. They're very yummy though. They taste like weird, or like they're like baked more because more crispy.
Lone Syndicate said I had some street corn flavored Pringles today and it was so good.
Oh, you had some corn?
McFlufferkin said, oh yeah, we have those at my local Safeway. Tried it before. They do mini Doritos and even Cheetos in those cans.
Yeah.
G-Red said that is so shit lol. Wasted opportunity for
no.
Doritos.
Doritos, is it called that? No, that's such a good thing. Fuck. That's such that's a waste. That's a waste. Crazy. Look at the wheel. Isn't indicated for that, but they're typically in the mod that indicate that. Yeah. It's a great point. It's literally just Doritos in a can. They're smaller and they're kind of cooked like a different chip, so they don't taste exactly like Doritos. But yeah, a little disappointing. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're not aware of our weird freak shit, because sometimes it cuts off the audio, we always wind down our streams by looking at madness, okay? And jump. There we go. So, it does not like that. It has to go back pretty far. And jump again. Boom, there it is. All right. So, we end our streams.
Catman 11234 said Doritos can't use the Pringles shape because Pringles engineered their chip. They could be flat though.
That's some weird
Balti
shit.
said you want to look at my story stuff too then?
Yeah, sure, hit me with it. Talk to me. Actually, let's talk about that
G-Red
first.
said Doritos could even just stand out from Pringles by making the can a triangle shape, rather than a circle.
That's a good point. Yeah, why aren't Doritos perfectly... Why is it cylindrical when it's... I guess it's to get your fingies in there, right? Because it has a little gap that you can get them in. Yeah. Or would it be... No, hit me with it. Hit me with it. We'll do that. Well, why am I not on screen? There. Wrong. I chose the wrong one. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. Hit me with that. The story's the Balti. Yes. We still have time. But we will remind me to do the weird VTuber nonsense. The weird VTuber shit. I probably should drink my coffee. Custom banner is visible. They're doing 2 weeks of free Discord Nitro, so I figured I'd make use of. Yeah, there's out of all the things that I think I would never buy unless I had a ravenous amount of disposable income, it's Discord Nitro. Okay, I don't know what it is. There's something about it that I just, on principle, I don't want it. I don't know why, but yeah. Ooh, that's a delicious coffee. I put some whipped cream stuff in it. It's not whipped cream, it's like a flavoring agent. All right. Bolty says, okay, would it be too much? Because it's a page, I like some points. It's a page and like some points and like 2 short character sheets. Oh, do you want us to pull it up on the screen? I thought you were just going to give us a TLDR of what you wrote and what you want to talk about. Yeah, sure, I guess. I don't know how would I open up the page? Per se. Also, I might not read. Yeah, I'll rather you tell me, Bolty, because it'd be me. I'd pause this. I'd just be like reading. I'd just be pausing, and I'd try to read through the stuff. I feel like that would become a lot of the stream. But if you just tell me about the parts that, you synopsize a little bit, that'd be nice. Okay, that's something I wanted to quickly say. While Bolty's maybe typing. TLDR, I finished backstory stuff and base concept for my 2 characters. Nice! Let me hear about what was the backstory on the 2 characters. But Bodhi's writing that. I was going to say, one thing that's interesting that's happened by doing this whole week is of streaming in VR is talked about it a lot, is how physically demanding it surprisingly was. How it's, draining it is on the body. But I was fully planning on making some content for this for the Mind Palace Smash channel today or this week, but man, again, I don't know what I should just probably say what I'm going to say, which is I have only been motivated to write the story that I've been writing. That's it. I keep trying to like motivate myself, like maybe it's just because I'm tired or exhausted that I'm like, oh man, I don't even want to try to think about what my next video is going to kind of be. In fact, that was going to be the second question I asked you guys. I asked you guys what you guys think about the Skyrim VR week. And my second question. The second thing I want to ask you guys was, what do you fucking think I should make for next week's video on Mind Palace of Madness? People really dug the spear video. People seem to enjoy when I talk about weapons. I don't want to do it half-assedly though, so I'm kind of like, I had a comment. The person said you should talk about sabers, and I thought that could be fun. I could reference the video that the OG Blade Sorcery video.
G-Red said, yay, Discord and Nitro frustrates me. I only want it for the upload limit increase. They keep changing the limit for free users. From 10 megabytes to 25 megabytes, and then recently back to 10 megabytes.
Yeah, what the heck is that? Bastards. I'm not paying for that shit. Yeah, brutal. But yeah, it's just something interesting going on with my brain, and I'm curious if it'll hopefully get fixed. But I also think, like, I'm getting a lot of, like, my need to be creative and to like want to create something that maybe makes others happy from streaming so much, as well as writing this. Like, so I'm satisfying. There's a part of me, I have like 2 parts of me. One part of me that really wants to create something for another person and for them to light up when they receive it, and for them to have some sort of positive effect by having gotten it.
McFlufferkin said also, there's 6 VTuber posts of mine remaining. We can finish it today if you're so inclined. Pin the ones that are spaced apart from the last few.
We might bang it out.
Catman 11234 said a Mind Palace video comparing melee combat across games like Skyrim, VR, Blade and Sorcery, Bone Lab, etc.
That may not be bad. May not be bad at all. But yeah, that could be fun. The reason why I'm trying to think of like a video, that's good. I put that on the list. That could be something fun that just to bang out and do. I do want to kind of make a response to the, because I made like a Bone Lab video last week, and I don't. It seems to be like the people really like one type of video from me, and I'm fine feeding that type of video, by the way. But yeah, it's like whenever I make Bone Lab videos, it doesn't nearly do as well as when I make Blade and Sorcery videos. And the second best video that I make is usually people like me talking about the state of VR. I don't know why, but those things people seem to jive with quite a bit. Yeah, I forgot what I was about to say before the text speech hit off. Oh, that's what it was. I have two parts of me. One part of me that really likes, wants to basically make something for someone else and have them have a reaction to that thing, which is nice. Hopefully it's a positive reaction. I don't really do well with like, oh, it's pieces to hate you. Yeah. But then the other part of me wants to do something that's like satisfies my creativity, like for me. So it's like you have the desire to make something for another person, then you have the desire to make something unique for yourself. And the book is satisfying my mental desire to like make something that for me I think is fun and interesting and exciting, and then the streaming so much and like making these things happen as far as like installing these mods, and it's just enough difficulty to feel like it's valid, is satisfying that part of me. So what's left is me not really feeling like the desire to like make video content, which I don't know if I love. I think what I might do is just try to tap into the stream stuff. Yeah, but I hope we'll see. Again, I think next week I'll get my answer about like it. I don't know. I think it might have just been that I had no extra energy, so I just devoted it to those two things. But I hope if I'm not so physically tired, I'll still have the desire to want to make a VR video for my main channel, which I like making those videos a lot. So they're not absurdly hard to do. I just don't like to miss. Like I'm fine with one video a week so long as the video I upload like really is what people wanted, I guess. Which is tough because you kind of got to get in the head of people's minds. Bodhi says, I'm now looking to skip forward to grow up MC and how to isekai that. Ooh, okay. That's really fun. I'm paying for that shit. Right. Kat says, a man pals the Madness video over with the comparison. That's awesome. Again, I think I would feed the second group of people who like the videos that kind of test the waters of things. Bodhi says, and also I have many ideas for skills, character progression, and I have not. I'm sorry, I'm not making. I got a bubble in my throat. Characters progression, and I'm not fully written down yet. And I'd rather have you read my stuff than try to narrow the stuff down because it's pretty hard for me to sum up. Bodhi, I think yeah, it's just tough that like. So, like, I think it's a little... Yeah, I guess I see where you're coming from, too. Because I kind of have the same issue a little bit. But it's tough when someone's like... again, this is something that, again, I would highly suggest people read that one novel book. If you're interested in writing novels, it's that Wired for Story. But anyways, the person talks about, like, how a person... they add, like, a ton of detail. Like, and they think that every detail matters. It's not that it doesn't. It's just that... a lot of it is unnecessary for like the two things that you're trying to give an idea towards, and to me, I don't know, it's also a tough sell to be like, okay, in order for you to understand the whole characters and the backstory, you need to read 3 pages worth of an explanation of all their stuff. And that to me, I don't know if it's necessary. Like it might seem necessary because you're like, these are my characters, you need to understand this makes sense because they have this bad thing that happens to them, but you should treat me like a reader, which I think you should, which helps to kind of convey the ideas of what this character is, rather like you don't need to tell me everything. You just need to tell me like the points that you think I would resonate with me the most. So you don't need to tell me everything, but you just need to tell me some parts of it, because I don't think that like I feel like if you're writing your story apart, people could be like, well, you need to read this character exposition, or you need to read like the 5 sentences about this one character, which would be a lot, I think, right? Also, I also have many ideas for skills, character progression, and that I have not fully written down yet. Okay, and I further have stuff that I tried to narrow the stuff down because it's pretty hard for me to sum up. I also put a lot of effort into shortening things and tried to keep my notes readable, but that could be for next time if you'd like. I'm not trying to be persistent person. just in case I come off rude. No. Again, I don't take it as rude, Bolty. To me, like from my perspective, like I understand what you're saying. Where like I can't. It's tough for me to type up all of the things I want to convey about my character, and it'd be easier if you just read the thing that I kind of catered towards somebody reading it, which I'm fine with. But I also find that like I don't know if it's. I shouldn't say it's not necessary, but I almost wonder like just as like a test case. Try to tell me about your two characters in as short a form as matters. Like you only need to tell me a couple things about those characters to give me a sense for what would matter. Not that I couldn't be enchanted or improved by learning more, but I don't think you should be like, I need to hit all of the 10 points that I mentioned in order for stuff to hit. I think you could just tell me like the surface level things that would get me to connect and understand that character to some extent. You know. I think it's also a good challenge for you to kind of try to condense the information as much as possible, because I think your readers don't really, well, some readers do, but I think most readers don't want a long exposition about all of the variables that your character has going on. And ideally, I imagine you're probably thinking like, oh, well, if I was writing it, I would add these nuggets of wisdom that happen every now and again. But I guess I'm struggling to understand why you feel like you can't convey certain aspects about just like your character as well. Yeah, I'm curious what you'll say to that, Bolty. Because my perception isn't that. So like again, you have your perception of writing your story, and you're approaching it in a really unique way, an interesting way, and good way probably. But for me, I could rattle off 10 things about my character, and mine may not be as deep or as good as yours, but I would still find myself I could probably tell you like these 3 points that I think are indicative of this character and what matters, and what would mean something, and even like referring to even just one of them and being like, okay, this one thing I think I want to tap into with a future story and stuff like that, you know? So we're just kind of hovering here. So maybe until Bolty responds, we could look at some VTuber things and judge.
Catman 11,234 said Professor Grinn of Literature and Storyboarding at the University of YouTube.
I don't think so. I'm not.
Gnawing Fetus said keep in mind a higher and higher percentage of people have some form of ADHD. Set them up to get hooked, then expand later.
Yeah. And again, I want to say like, what do you call? I know Cat's making jokes, but I was gonna say I'm not. I'm not. What do you call it? Doing. I'm not. That's exactly. So I'm the opposite. So like, I think this is the, like, it's a duality of how me and Bolty are both approaching storytelling. Where Bolty is writing down his character sheets, which are all good. These are all things that people suggest about like writing your character sheets down, getting like your overall plot settled in. And for me, I know what like I want this moment, this beginning part to be. And then I start going in there and I start chipping away and I start adding things and seeing if it flows in a way that I think I would like. And then as I'm writing, I'm like, oh, this could tie into these things, and it's like juggling a little bit. But this also has like a massive recoil effect of like, it's great when you're starting out, but eventually when you get deeper into your story, you're gonna be like, I got like 18 balls that I'm trying not to like smash into the ground and break everything. And that's where Bolty's is going to come forward in a big way, I think, because you have like checks and balances that you could come to. I think I'm going to be okay with that because I've done this my whole life as far as like manage stories in my brain. So I think I should hopefully not crash and burn, hopefully. But yeah, that's kind of where like me and Bolty are different things. So it's hard for me to look through Bolty's eyes about like not being able to convey the complexity of these two characters, and I could see. The only thing I can understand is it being like, again, the thing that's happened to us when I was trying to talk to you guys about my story on stream, where I would tell you guys a cool thing that I thought was neat or interesting, and then people would be like, but that doesn't really make sense because of XYZ, and I'm like, oh yeah, but I told you about that. I wrote that down in the past, so I did, but I could only tell you this much because or else we'd be here forever. So I understand the idea of like not giving. Almost like by not including information, it has the viewer who is listening the urge to respond like, well, where's that? But it's like, oh, but if only you read the entire thing, you wouldn't have. I did do that.
Raidnade said, I am gonna head out
Bye,
for tonight.
Raid.
Wonderful stream. I'm excited for next week.
Yeah, me too, buddy. I can finally Monday. I can't come here sooner. I want to wish on the fucking character, please. It's like torture. Yeah, do the VTuber thing first, as I am only at the very beginning. I don't think I have too much to... No, Lodi, just tell me about one of your characters. Just tell me about one of the characters. You said you wrote a character sheet about them. Tell me about who they are. You gave me a soul. Tell me what that soul inhabits. It doesn't have to be about the story. It just has to be about who this character is. You say you have 2 characters. What happened to them? Why do they give a shit? Why did that affect them? Anything. Anything. Let's look at some VTubers in the meantime. Okay, so this is our classic thing that we do at the end of every single stream, where we look at the designs of VTubers, which basically, again, our weird judgment metric that we always judge on is essentially, does this thing catch your eye to the extent in which you would stop scrolling and click and watch them? 5 would be that you probably don't click and watch any of them. 10 would be that you would immediately click and watch at least 2 or 3 hours of their stream or video because they have something that compels you to do that. Maybe you just love the style of them. Oftentimes, I feel like this is not the case. Oftentimes, I think it is something that is so unique about the story of their character that makes you want to lean in. All that stuff. I still think we are in the boy era of the VTubers Fluff has suggested or sent, so let us look at these. Boom. Androgynous. Androgynous. Got it. Say less. Oh, hell androgynous. Golly, is he a spirit? I don't know which one we should judge as his normal. Let's go with this one, maybe? Sure, let's go with that one. I don't hate...
Bolty said smash.
I was going to say mixed signals. I think... it looks pretty good. Once again, we kind of fall back on the same thing, which, again, I might be alone in this. I have said this many times, and I'm not sure how many people have backed me up on it, but I do not like the weird VTubers being always associated with, like, high fashion. It looks neat, but it's like so much going on that doesn't mean anything to me. Like, there's some like, text here. There's some movie lines.
McFluffican said, Mine's Rio, ghost member of Uproar. My personal favorite of the Japanese branch of Holostars. Followed by Arurin and Rika.
Hot damn, look at them big ass shoes. Yeah, what do you call it? Like, the design stuff just turns into muck a little bit for my dumb, brain. Poofy sweater looks fine, but doesn't, like, the only thing that's kind of neat is this weird soul spiral thing going on. I do think it looks good style-wise. I just don't think I notice it. Like, when you're walking down the street and you see a fashionable person, I wouldn't notice it, really. It's just like, oh, this person looks kind of nice. It'd just be like another person walking on the street. If I walked across the street and I seen a fucking orc man, I'd be like, what the fuck is that? What's going on? Is it Comic-Con? Jesus, are we getting invaded by aliens? Jesus. That's what I kind of mean. So I would not probably click on this. I would probably not click on this. I may click on this. This is different enough to being like...
McFluffican said hard to see, but his default outfit has a top with a X-ray rib cage. My bad for not including it at the time.
Oh, an XK. That's
Lone
pretty cool.
Syndicate said, "I'm digging the style. I like the color palette 6."
You're a 6? You're a 6 for this? This one I love. I don't hate. If Fluff said it was like he has a fucking ghostly rib cage hollow thing, that's a little more fire to me. I would say this one is a. I'd say most of them are 5s for me. I would not look this way. I think it's kind of this way. I don't think it's as obvious about being like he looks like a girl in a in a skirt. You know what I mean? Like, if you're only seeing up here, yeah, kind of like the androgynous vibe, which again is not a vibe. It's something that I think that could be used as like a curiosity metric, like what's going on here. But
G-Red said 4.
4. Same around 6. I'm surprised you guys got 6. Okay, that's a little bit interesting. You might like pause, look, but you might not click on it, but you might pause and look. Okay. Oh, this one to me is.
McFlufferkin said Eugen, friend, or A-chan, former director of HoloLive. Her outfits were intentionally plain as she was a staff
Makes
member.
sense.
Sadly, she had to leave the company to tend to family illness earlier. 24.
I mean, I hate to do this to the lady. She looks fine. I would say to me this is a 3. I would, again, they nailed it as far as like a background character, but is kind of she's gonna be used at 3 points in the season. Yeah, I mean, as a person, not just as a background nonsense character. I'd say 4. I'd say 2. All fair answers, I think. She's cute, but that's about, yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's where we're getting back into the ladies who seem to at least have, I'll be honest, the dude VTubers let me down. It's been bad. It's been real fucking bad. It's been the most boring ass shit I've seen in my whole life. It's just high fashion, big muscles, but not big muscles. It's still like a fucking twink guy who just is lean as hell and has abs, which I get. But I don't even think women want that. Like it's one of these misconceptions where I think like I don't think that's the case. I don't think ladies are like, that's hot to me. I think it can be for like a certain type of woman, but I think you're not appealing to this other demographic that like wants other things. But I digress. Dudes have let me down a little bit. Let's see if the ladies bring it home once again. Let's see. Ooh, I like the color palette a lot. It is not a lot going on, but it does satisfy the anime idea of like wholesome, sweet, soft. She's a cat. Of course, they're always cats. But this one, aesthetically, I like the colors. This one's tough for me. It doesn't. I think I might actually click on it. This one might be a 7 for me. A 7 or an 8. I really like the color palette. It doesn't have anything unique going on, but it's just so nice to look at. It's like the green eyes, fair skin, a little bit blush, brown hair, short hair as well. The hat's doing nothing for me. What do you call it? The like weird translucent neck thing, because she's a freak, probably. Whatever. Anyways, and then the not Virgin Slayer thing, just the warm, cozy sweater. I like this one a lot. Show off the shoulder sweater is fine. Yeah, this one I think is.
McFlufferkins said Miori Celesta, indie and a pretty great singer. She has composed a lot of music for other VTubers and agencies. Her September short is one of my favorites.
Catman 11,234 said 9 or 10. Would love and cherish and go on cute dates.
Very cute. I do like it. Again, under our weird pretext of like, would you click on it? I'd probably click on it. It'd probably be an 8. I think honestly, this one's one of those weird ones.
Lone Syndicate said she'd give off a very cozy vibe for me, about 6.5.
Yeah. To me, it's we always need two metrics. We need like the metric that we're always debating on, which is like, would you click on and be curious by? So like you're scrolling down, you're doom scrolling, and then you see this pop up in a thumbnail, and you're like, I'd click on it because it's something. I don't know if this one satisfies this, but it's almost like we need another metric that satisfies the. I would just like to look at this for a long duration. So it's not like it spikes like curiosity, but it's just cozy. It feels nice to exist in. You know what I mean? I feel like that one, if we're measuring on both of those, I'd say it's a 4 for like uniqueness and catches my eye, but like a fucking 10 of like wholesome, sweet, looks soft. I could look at this for a while and not be like, ugh. But we have other variants apparently. I don't like this one as much. I think this one is a 5. It's right down the middle. I wouldn't feel anything. This one, also a 5. I feel functionally nothing as well. This one,
McFlufferkin said agreed. She fits the cozy streamer vibe, the sort you'd put on for background viewing or when you want to chill.
I feel like this one is also pretty fun. Yeah. Her first one was her best.
Lone Syndicate said reminds me of Little Red Riding Hood 4.
Yeah. Seems like we're all kind of on the same thing of like, it's not. None of these are really eye-catching. Maybe like the Sleepy Mask. Not even that. Anyways, not bad. Not bad. These are also me and Fluff's conversations. Sorry. It's just having, usually it's like, what do we do?
Bolty said she looks bouncy.
One of them look crazy. This one at least is intriguing. There's a lot going on though, dude. There's so much going on. I don't hate it, but there's a lot going on. Like, I think there's a tie. There's also a web on the tie. There's a corset going on. There's also some BDSM reference or straps, which I think is that. The hair is neat. I don't know. This one I feel like is a good example of too much going on, but not bad.
Lone Syndicate said 8 immediately.
Wow, really? Really? Yeah, I guess the color of the braid is very different. It makes it stand out a little bit, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot to look at here. Again, if you relegated it to just top
Catman 11,234 said the more revealing outfits, as you said, Virgin Slayer, really turn me off to viewing.
Yeah, it's too much.
I want a cozy, wholesome streamer.
Makes sense.
McFlufferkin said Meloko Kiran. She's a spider motif exorcist. Seems to be native Japanese but can speak English quite well.
Balti said I like the lines.
You like the lines? I enjoy. I think if she didn't wear the weird brazier, I would love it a lot more. Because I think it's just there's so much going on. Like, you can't even appreciate the fact that she has, like, giga long hair. Did anyone notice that? That she has, like, freakishly long hair. It's under her fucking legs. She's going to step on her hair and break her neck. No. Yeah, also, it's just... Yeah. It's just too much going on. I do think if you were to relegate it to, like, this much up, which is usually what people are seeing, it's, like, stomach up, that's significantly less going on. And that'd be nicer to look at. But let's see what else we got going on here. I don't know. I would say for me, this is a 7 or a 6.5. I'll say a 7. I'll say a 7. It's just because of the goth vibe. But that's my weakness. Okay. This one is also an up-close version of that. Yeah, see, even here, I still get the vibe of it's a lot of things to look at. I don't know why. It's just like, maybe I'm just I want simpleness, you know, but it looks like there's a lot of shit to, like, look at. You know, the straps, there's this little neck thing, there's the collarbone, there's eyes, there's the mouth, there's the braids and the lighting of the braids, and there's the corset and all that stuff.
Lone Syndicate said, me personally, I like both sides. I like wholesomeness, but I also like my lewd tubers and fan service. Also, I give the maid outfit a 9.
Give a maid point a 9. Hot diggity. The jacket is kind of meh. 4, I don't like long maid dress. No, I think the maid dress look cute. I think again, there's too much going on as far as like the shadowing and just there's a lot of curves to it. It makes my brain go ugh. Like again, I like contrast too. So if you have like a dark hair, dark facial stuff, it's nice to offset that in some capacity. I guess I do have fair skin, which is always kind of like the quick fix, but it doesn't quite leave me feeling it's completely fixed. Is this right? No, it's
Catman 11,234
Is that
said
it?
She looks like she stinks good.
McFlufferkin said she also has resting smug face. Personally, the straps are a bit much for me, but I do think she's quite pretty.
What? I'm sorry. What does the cat say? She looks like she stinks good? What does that mean? What does that mean? That was a curse sentence. There's one more left. Let me see. Scroll. Did I pass it? Oh, I may have passed it. I thought we had more to go. I guess not. I may have passed it, actually. Oh no, where would it be? There's that. No, I guess I didn't pass it, so... Zenless things. Perhaps it was when we were reading these, and Fluff added a couple other ones. Scroll, where are you? There it is! Wait, is it? Did we? Okay. Oh, I know this one. I'm biased. We'll start off by saying I'm biased. I know these ones. I'm biased. I plead the fifth. I can't comment.
McFlufferkin said last up is Fuwawa and
Yep.
Mokoko Abysker.
I've been pulled in the
I only
rabbit
shared
hole.
Mokoko before. It felt unfair to not have her twin sister.
I tap out. I've been fully pulled into the rabbit hole of these two twins and all this stuff, and it's just it's great. It's great. Their outfits are kind of mid, though. I will say that, but that's 10. Boldy says 10. Boldy says 10. I think this one looks a little bit more different. It's just because of the maybe not pink and I don't know. It just looks this one's peak like I've seen it before. You know what I mean? That one's got a lot going on too. That one's not bad. They're both nice. They're both not. I would say to me, I don't know if it. This one kind of looks a lot going on. I might click on it just because it's a lot. It's like, yeah. It's just generic blonde girl with like kimono and cool style. Yeah, I would, if I were being not judging personality and stuff like that, if I were to numb my soul and just kind of go by visual, I would say it does not meet our criteria. Our first criteria of would you click on this.
McFlufferkin said Fuwawa is the fluffy one of the twins. Has a devious laugh and is probably the evil twin.
Oh.
Mokoko is the fuzzy one of my personal favorites of all HoloLive. Twin demon guard dogs.
Cute. I just see the clips of them finishing each other's sentences and I'm like, what? Oh! Anyway, yeah, I would say this is probably a 6 on the catches your eye scale. I guess the pink one to me does a little bit more as far as catching my eye because it's just the colors make it do that. But I would say if we go to our other metric of wholesome, this is where my bias might be showing. It's a pretty high up there. I think it's 7 or 8 as far as like it's nice to look at. There's not too much going on. You know, sometimes we find ones that look just like a lot, like just like so much. Oh, you deleted all the other pins. Oh, fuck. Well, never mind. There's other ones that we looked at that look like there's a lot going on. Just so much going on. I think we've dialed in what I like and dislike.
McFlufferkin said, yup, they're actual twins. The amount of times they sync with each other and sometimes past selves is always a
crazy
treat.
It's wild. They're all covering up arms to my left. Yeah, okay, so to me, after all this, because we're basically done now, we've looked at all of Fluff's suggestions, VTuber suggestions. I think we've narrowed in what I think, like, to me, again, if I were to give you guys the example of if you're walking down the side of the street and you see a person, maybe let's say it's a convention, like a con, you know what I mean? That way it's not, like, insane. You're walking down the street, you've seen Comic-Con for years, and you're used to seeing people look a little different. And you see someone like them in a kimono with pink, I'm assuming you'd be like, cute, but there's a fucking stormtrooper that just walked by you, so he looks crazy too. So it's not, I just don't think, no, you'd be like, what the fuck? Now, if you've seen a giant World of Warcraft orc and shit, fully fucking tatted up and shit, walking down the street, I feel like that'd be a little more, that'd stand out a little bit more, you know what I mean? So yes. And I don't know, again, I think the things that people tweak their VTuber model to look like seems to be, like, the pattern that I got is high fashion is, like, the #1 thing to not do.
McFlufferkin said, seems like Randon the Orc Salaryman is your favorite, at least of the dudes.
Yeah, that...
I didn't think to jot down your ratings to refer back to.
Yeah, it's okay. I think I kind of got where my brain's at a little bit. But, like, to me, that makes sense. Like those kind of things. Again, Orc I always say just because it stands out in a really weird way, and I think you do a double take. It could be like an Oni dude who's like giant and buff and maybe has like
Catman 11,234 said, I stand by my previous statement. That's my metric.
What statement? Which one? Which statement? The sent one? But anyways, yeah, the whole point that I'm trying to get at is that I think there's certain things I've seen people do poorly, and I think the approach to like making a VTuber design with like high fashion in mind, I think goes over a lot of viewers' heads. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely people who are like, it looks so pretty, and it looks very nice, or I like the design of that. You're definitely gonna get that, but that's not the metric that I think we're trying to scale forward. It's kind of like the thing that catches your eye. And the other thing that I have, which is a nice insight to like know, is there's something about certain, and I think it's all about color patterns, to tell you the truth. There's something about certain color patterns that just make something really nice to look at. A few of the things that to me I seen back there, one of them was this like subtle browns and like light colors or dark colors followed up by like weird gradient that complements said colors seemed to be a massive win as far as like, I feel like I could look at this for a long time and not get bored with it, you know? But alas, I digress. I think I had a pretty good sense, at least for me, as far as what I like. And I also, again, I still haven't to this day seen like a cool Shadow Man type thing, you know? And I, especially after like Wayfinder, I don't think I do exactly what Wayfinder does, to be clear, but I do think that could be a lot of fun. Also, it makes sense for like, you could morph into like random shit. Like if you wanted to do like a spectral shadow werewolf, you could have that happen, and it wouldn't be like out of the question because you're always basically working with the same palette of black void shit, you know. So that's still fun. That still makes me think like, oh, that could be fun to do. And again, I think that's where things get expensive. Like I think if you were to do high fashion, detailed work on your avatar, I think that's where shit gets a bit pricey. Because I imagine that all adds up to being a lot, you know. And I think we're gonna blow our entire budget on like eyes and color, essentially, like the coloration of the shadow and the void smoke coming out of your eyes and mouth, and all that, and like the lighting of it all. Should I just paste my story stuff again? No, I'll get to it when I find it. I'll scroll up. Oh, actually, maybe it didn't pop up in the feed. Oh yeah, sometimes my thing doesn't, it excludes some comments ability. So if it ever does, if I'm not replying to it, then paste it again sometimes. Don't spam too crazy, but yeah. Let me catch up on everything else everyone was saying, though. Cat says, I stand by per statement. Nog says, definitely an intriguing backstory, Bolty. Oh, let me catch up on it. Okay, Bolty, everyone's referring to that. Okay. Bolty says, so first of all, I have 2 MCs. I will tell you about the backstory of Greed character. I have not named, not named that. I don't have a name for them yet. Gotcha. Is she? Okay, interesting. She has a wealthy, neglectful parent who always tries to punish their children, and the older brother who always tries to take all the blame to protect his sister. Well, that's very sweet. Sister messed up brother gets hurt by parent. She goes crazy and kills the parent. They turn into orphans. Gotcha. She somehow makes
Lone
it alive.
Syndicate said, Grin, try switching to live chat instead of top chat.
It's not. I don't have that going. I have something called. It's something that merges the VTuber. It has something that merges the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat into one. So I have that. But I can always look back and see if it fixes it. But yeah, it's not quite that's not what we're quite rocking. Also, holy shit! Thank you, Cat. Shadow Man model might make me glue. Thank you so much for the support, Cat. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 10, Cat. Appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll update the thing, the progression. If not, I'll have to edit. Very, very appreciate it, Cat. Neglectful parent. She kills her parents, protecting his person. Sister messes up brother, gets her prepared. Yeah, I read that part. End of backstory. It's a pretty good backstory, pretty solid. I'm curious how greed manifests within her, especially if she's seen a parent have the fallout of what greed can do. Perhaps she's cursed with a thing that she does not want. I always like that idea of like the 7 deadly sins are not the arbiter of the sin, but they're the one that has the most knowledge of its cruelty. The main thing I wanted to show off was that she has someone who is willing to protect her by all means. Ooh, which will correlate with the skill she chooses later on. Okay. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. I see. I have more questions, but that's awesome. I'm curious how you'll answer those questions. Your story. No, it's definitely an interesting backstory, Bolty. Maybe play a bit too much overall, though. Maybe have assist be protector. I don't know if I don't really get. It didn't seem too overly complex to me, but maybe. Oh, I see. Would fit your narrative that way around. Curry on. Grin try to switch to live chat. Bolty says, keep in mind, I tried to keep its simple text wise. Is a little more. Yeah, it has you have a lot more stuff in your notes. Gotcha. Okay. The sin factor will make more sense if I were to explain the world a bit more, but that's for next time. Okay, okay, gotcha. The only thing that I would like to ramble, because to me, a fun thing happened when I was writing again. So but this is by the end of the stream, so you guys can tune me out. If you guys are like, I'm done, I gotta go eat, guy, go eat. I'm just gonna be a weirdo and a chat with nobody, talking about random story stuff, real quick. But I was writing, so I'm a dude. The one thing that keeps hitting me in a big way, which is
McFlufferkin said, switching to my phone, I need to get something to eat. Happy we could finish the VTuber list. I may have more in the future, but for now it's pretty much all I could recommend. I'm
happy. I appreciate it, Fluff. It's very fun. I appreciate you taking the time to go and give all this stuff to us. Grin, we love. I'm not sure about that. Some people I think are like, all right, let me go, Grin, and I'm like, Anyways, so I was writing my story thing, and I was having
11,234 said, "Give me more Brin time." Happy we got 10 extra minutes today.
Let me down this coffee. Okay, so I was writing the story thing, and dude, the one thing that keeps standing out to me, and I think it's deceiving. Like I think, oh my god, dude, it's gonna take such a long time to read all this because it feels like you're writing so much. But in reality, it's probably not that much. So you just end up like chipping away at your story. But anyway, it feels like I'm like, oh my god, am I like this chapter gonna be like fucking 18 pages? Like what the fuck's going on? But that's something I'm hoping is not as bad as I feel it is. But I look back at the thing, I'm like, it doesn't seem that bad, but it seems kind of bad, and we'll see. Anyways, I digress. So I'm writing the story. Hopefully, some of you guys know the backstory. It's fine if you don't. I will hopefully just. Forget about the blanks. Don't think too hard. It's fine. Anyways, But I'm writing the perspective where basically the main character is dabbling with something that I thought would be really fun to play with, which is what happens if you were born into another world, but you actually were born as a baby, essentially. You were actually reborn and not like just teleported into a base world. So I thought it'd be really fun to play with this idea of like the insanity of boredom, the insanity of having to sit there on your back as a lifeless vegetable that can only cry and like jolt around, and the toll it would take on the person's mind as you do that. The idea that this act could have massive effects on your perception of shame and the pride that you possess, which to me I think would be a lot of fun to mess around with in the future of the story. Basically, the main character being kind of a weirdo in the sense that he doesn't feel pride. He's willing to like bow down to a noble. He doesn't give a shit. But also, the main character has this obsession with builds. So I dislike heavily in these fantasy novel things where the main character hides his power because of people could use him. I want the main character to be like super self-interested, and then to also have moments where he's entirely okay with whipping his dick out and just fucking shit up, because it all makes sense as far as him leading to his build. Like every build person who spends like years of your life in this context of the story, maybe it's not years, maybe it's like days. You spend days honing a build to the absolute razor sharp thing. The hope that you have is to finally unleash it and see if it works or not. And that's something I want the main character to have, and that could go against that trope of the main character never showing his power, which is annoying to me, at least. I think it's fun also to use your power and then play with the ramifications of that. All that stuff. People reading about 2-3 times the speed when so that's something also to consider. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to so again, I told you guys about how I'm basically using the main character in this state of being a baby to kind of relay a consciousness of time jumping. So the idea is you're a baby, and the main character is writing like day 5 of being a baby. My mother's nice, all these kinds of things. My father seems to be good. We seem to be in a cabin in the middle of the mountains, all this stuff. And then as you jump through these time jumps, and as you hear him write, he eventually starts to unravel his one skill. His one skill is benefiting him by basically giving him general knowledge, which is so fun to write about, at least to me, because it's like giving you. It just fed into such a fun writing experiment thing. So the main character is basically trying to understand why, as the days go on, he has this brutal burning in his chest, and being able to tap into like. Once upon a time on this planet, there was the age of the Magi or some shit, the age of the Archon or some weird shit. It could be anything you want, but it's the age of magic when it was first blossoming, and having the fun of explaining how mana works in this world within like a pretty tight paragraph, and having it make some canonical sense why the main character is able to generally understand this, because at one point it was considered general knowledge. Anyways, so on, so forth, all that's fun to tap into. But what's really fun is to tap into the fact that you have limited knowledge of a main character. So you have basically like a book that gives you the surface level notes of everything. But it can also be agonizingly annoying, the fact that you can only ever get the surface level of things. So the main character has a very specific mutation going on with his mana core. Kids aren't supposed to have it. I talked to you guys about how that doesn't make sense and all that stuff. So he's wondering how to fix this, and he can't really fix it because because it's a specific thing. It's like there's nothing more specific than a mutation of your body, right? All these kinds of things. So I had so much fun writing the like this legend of the Sword Saint, which is like this legend of a kid who was bedridden, and basically the idea is he was being poisoned by the mana that was around him. So the garden that he loved so much was actually the thing that was causing him to be bedridden and killed. So on and so forth. But what was really fun about this legend is limiting information that would be considered general. So every legend has things that people know and probably details that people don't. So it was really fun for me to kind of, I ended the tale with basically the realization of the Sword Saint kid. He's running through the garden, which is his, like, the old gardener used to teach him in, or talk to him through a window, all that stuff. He's trying to find his, like, the old man gardener who used to always talk to him through a window. So he's frustrated because the man told him some strange murmuring about what his condition might be. So he's trying to find him. He's ended up running through this beautiful garden when it's pouring rain at night. He ends up passing out, and as he's passing out and he's looking into the raindrops, he has an epiphany about mana. Anyways, hours later, his parents wake him up. They're curious why he's in the fucking garden and all that stuff. And they basically tell him that they only ever employed female gardeners. And then the story basically ends. Again, I'm leaving out a lot, so forgive me if this is all frustrating because it's not quite the nicest story. I'm trying to condense as much as possible. This is Bolty's plight as well. But anyways, the story ends with basically the main boy leaping from his parents' arms and sprinting. And we just kind of move on, and the main characters relaying the fact that, like, that's all the story that I have, so on and so forth. Anyways, the main character ends up coming to the deduction of this burning his chest is probably the idea of, like, mana poisoning, especially with the old man teaching the Sword Saint all of these things that I haven't mentioned. It makes sense that that's the conclusion that he comes to. So the main character starts, like, trying to basically increase his mana capacity by doing something called the mana expansion, yada yada yada. We're kind of getting too much into the weeds right now. Point is, what was really fun is the main character ends up being, like, about to explode. The fact that he has a grenader means that his mana core is basically like a combustion engine that's always firing. So he basically is, like, thinking about the fact that what happens when my mana core overloads with mana. Will it be like the Sword Saint who got sick, or will it be like a giant bomb going off in this small cabin with his newfound loved parents? Probably the explosion one. So he ends up panicking. He ends up trying to solve the solution. So as he's scrolling through, he hears this crack. As the days go on, I'm starting to lose you guys, I feel like, because I'm throwing too much shit at you. But let me just reset a little bit, because I feel like again, it's the problem that Bolty I think is having too, which is like, what are the points that I really need to tell you? Okay, so the point with the previous legend, where the main character is having this tremendously big issue, where he's basically being poisoned by mana, and he has no way of how to like spend said mana that his body is overloading with. For no reason, not for no reason, he has no idea of why he can't use spells, essentially. He can't use spells. So he's like, why the fuck can't I use spells? And the reason why I have him for this is because his mana is basically chaotic. So, like, normal mana is soft like a thread. His mana is like a jagged, overly, like a heartbeat, basically, constantly spamming out. So eventually he's going to be in a situation where he just says, fuck it, and explodes with a shit ton of mana output, essentially. So this is kind of my way of my main character having an edge, but I'm still not sure if I want to develop that. We're getting a little too in the weeds once again. Okay. So, the main character's on his last legs. He's about to pop. He's freaking out. He doesn't know what to do. But then something, it's his luck, it's his weird luck stat, leads him to the answer to save him, essentially. And that's another legend. And once again, holy fucking shit, is it awesome to write this way. It is so cool to, like, think of, like, oh, okay, what's a cool story about, like, a Sword Saint that, like, makes sense about the weird laws of magic that I'm making. Let's write this. Awesome. The second thing was I had, like, a story that I thought would be hilarious about what if there was a mage who was hell-bent what if there was a boy that was the son of a berserker mom and a berserker dad, but was blessed with mana and not with, like, a warrior strength. So anyways, this legend of, like, I don't know what I named it, the muscle-bound mage or something like that. That was the title of the legend. Anyways, but the premise is basically this boy trains his whole life to become stronger, just like his parents, that were both these powerful warrior berserkers. But no matter what he did, he could never actually gain any, like, muscle mass or strength. So one day he walks into his village's, like, dead zone, the zone that people say don't go because you'll die. It's this marshy area, and no matter where he goes in this marsh, no animals or monsters seems to approach him. Eventually he stumbles upon this marshy, gross tower covered in moss, and he meets this gross cloaked figure that basically takes him on to be an apprentice. But before she does that, she asks him a few questions. And the questions she asks him are basically, well, first of all, how did you get here? Because this is a forest filled with monsters. And two, why are you here? the boy ends up explaining his situation, so on and so forth. But what eventually the perception changes from the storyteller to be this kid exploring this marsh to the witch who is now his master. And she basically is describing that this kid is like, the reason why no monster would ever approach him is because it's like looking into the sun. Because he has like, just like an impossible amount of mana. And the main character, while basically trying to scramble through data and information, is trying to find out like what the hell to do, how the hell to fix his problem about to explode with mana. He ends up finding both of these legends, the legend of the Sword Saint and the legend of this muscle-bound person, and both of them don't give him the answer. But together there's a hook, or there's a catch that both lead into the idea of the thing I just told you a couple minutes ago, where the Sword Saint, his parents woke him up after he collapsed in the garden, after he had an epiphany about mana. And then he immediately leaped from their arms and run. Well, the main character thought that was fishy at the start because there's already, in previous sentences, it already describes that the main character, or that the boy knew, or not knew, but wasn't shocked that his master wasn't real. Like, it was weird that this old guy was giving him sage advice when he needed it most. So why would he immediately leap from his parents' arms and start running? And so to me, what was really fun is also, why is this muscle-bound mage guy exploding with mana? Like, why is he like the most insane mana level you've ever seen? What's his deal? And to me, the weird like antidote, and this is the thing the main character ends up coming to the conclusion of, which is the idea that that there's two ways to burn mana. You can use spells, or you can degrade your body. And this is something that like I talked to you guys about with the Sword Saint story, where like the old Sword Saint is trying to tell the boy, you have a very weak vessel. Like the vessel that you have, just like this flower, how does a flower survive a raging storm of water? Why doesn't it drown? And so on and so forth. All these kind of like things I was telling you about those stories. I might post this in like a story chat if we have it, just because I think this part is not the worst. I imagine it's not great though, because I need to refine it a lot, but I digress. To me, it was really cool. And again, it was just like this spark of like, oh, that could totally work. What if instead of like exerting mana in the sense of like you casting a spell or all this stuff, what if instead you degraded your body, you weakened your muscles, so mana seeped into the muscle fibers, your vessel, and allowed your vessel to actually become stronger, to repair your muscles in all those ways. So that's kind of the way that kid became such an absolute freak, and that's why he hasn't been poisoned by his mana despite living in a village near a marsh. Is because he was hell-bent with exercising to try to gain muscles just like his parents. And the same thing with the Sword Saint. The reason why the Sword Saint, in the last sentence of the chapter, leaped from his parents' arms and started running despite just collapsing wasn't because he was trying to find his master. It was because, or the old man gardener, it was because his epiphany told him that he needed to increase his vessel strength, degrade his muscles so that mana could flow into him. So this is all this is accumulating in basically the main character, basically just squatting in a crib like an absolute menace. And then I want to finally, this is going to be the thing that finally pushes us past the baby stage. I want to time jump to his parents' POV, basically talking about how like, our kid's a little strange at this point. We have to kind of acknowledge it. He doesn't play with toys. He just sprints around the house doing laps. We talk to him, and he seems to be consciously clever, somewhat. But I'm a little worried that our kid just keeps banging out laps around his playpen. And all that. So that's going to be the next push that I'm going to write. But I digress. That was probably a lot to take. It's hard to tell you the things that you need to know. But it was really fun for me to come up with these two legends that fed and led the viewer, or the reader, sorry, to like this conclusion of like, do you see it? Do you see what's the connecting thread that both of these people have? Especially when you find out that like the muscle thing. I think the muscle thing was a really interesting, fun way to be like, oh, I feel like people as they read could make that prediction in general about like, well, if the story that is supposed to be his epiphany, because like as he's scribing, running through information, trying to find something that could help him, his luck stat basically pings and says like, this is the thing that you're looking for. And if you're a reader who's able to pick up on that's what's happening, you're able to basically infer a lot from the story of the muscle-bound mage, or legend of the muscle-bound mage, and all those kinds of things. Anyways, pre-order the book. Thank you. I'm not definitely not prepared for the book. I don't even know if I want to show this. I'm also probably not good at writing properly. Anyways, I very much appreciate it. Also, thank you for the donation. Very sweet. Bodhi says, I'm lost, so he will do exercise since childhood, or how? So the idea is basically he has a mana core that's constantly. So I like the idea of mana working in this world, about like locations that have life and death constantly being filled with mana. This is why you see wizards in marshes and forests and like all those things. So I like leading into that. The second thing I like leading into is the main character having a destable mana core that's going to fuck him out of using certain spells in the future, because the way his body converts mana is more like an explosive and less like a thread or like a consistent hum, you know? So that's going to screw him over using certain magic spells, and that's going to kind of debuff him, so he's forced to use grenades a little bit more and not use certain magic spells. Because theoretically, if he has so much mana, he could just use a bunch of spells, and it doesn't really work.
Catman 11234 said, I'd love to be able to read this. I've made a story writing channel in the Discord. You and Bolty should totally put material in there that you're comfortable to share. All the
Thanks,
love.
Kat. Appreciate that. What's up, y'all? Anyone who will probably out to include the overall mod? No. Anyone know if the werewolf power attack were excluded in the overhaul? I don't know. I'm not sure. Gatto, forgive me. We're kind of winding down also. But yeah, sorry about the. So to me, the main character basically is having this like detonation thing. So this is like the idea of like this is the first chapter's point of conflict. Like, so all stories are moved along by conflict. This is the thing that keeps the reader on their toes, I think, to some extent, is like this looming thing that is every single day as time ticks on, the main character makes certain insights, but the thing that's always getting worse is this burning in his chest. So he has to solve what happens when he has like too much mana, when he basically reaches to like a mana overloading point. And they talk about like mana poisoning that's normal, but for him, it wouldn't be poisoning, it would be like an explosion, like a bomb going off, essentially. So the main character essentially can't cast any spells because his mana is like an explosive. It's not, he eventually makes that insight of like, oh, maybe it's, yeah, maybe I shouldn't just try to like slowly trickle a spell out. Maybe I should put as much mana as I can behind one shitty spell, and it might do good. Although I think that may make him too OP, so I might want to dial that back. But anyways, but the point is that I wanted him to be a freak. Basically, I really wanted the main character to have moments where his parents are basically like, "What a weird kid, what a weird kid." And I wanted something to validate the main character having this desire to run and like to do physical exercise, because I don't want to spoil too much, but the whole thing I'm hoping for is for the main character to be like a wizard that looks. I want him to go to a school eventually to learn a bunch of magic, only to find out that he's like kind of broken. He's not broken as an OP. I mean, broken as like the mana core that he has is fucking him over essentially. But for him to have been like a build creator at his very core, so he finds a way forward regardless. And in this context, he's going to be one of the few people at that school who's giga jacked, because that's the only way that he knows how to spend mana for him. So that's a way for the main character to kind of have this delinquent look to him, whilst also being crazy destructive. Again, it sounds like we're making Bakugo. It might be. It's unfortunate. There's the similarities, but hey. But ladies and gentlemen, that's basically it. Thank you so much for letting me ramble about my story. I know I probably excluded a lot of information that would have been helpful for you guys to connect with it. If there is a tab like that in the Discord, I might run it. I might do stuff like that with it. I might throw in a couple of those things. Again, you'll have to forgive me because I'm not the best at writing yet. Hopefully I can improve, but I'm not like, I don't know how good I am about like conveying my ideas, and I'm not sure how good I am about like giving you enough space to intake in individual things. But I guess the more I put myself out there and talk and get feedback, I can adjust and improve, I guess. So that's something like that. More story talk. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate you guys. Maybe have his mana effect negatively affect. Have a negative effect, so he has to spend more mana to cast spells as someone else. Yeah. Well, the other thing that I want to do, Nong, to limit him is I already have his other skill tree in mind. Like, I already know what his other skill tree besides Grenader is going to be. And I want it to be kind of like an antidote to so like one of the things that I remember when I told you guys about his whole like skill tree and his build, the fact that like he can basically like instantly recover a ton of mana. So the only thing that really matters is his vessel and how quickly he can detonate splash damage, kind of like Moe's, honestly. But the one thing that I wanted to do is basically limit his ability to tap into mana. Like, you can have all of the mana in the world, but if you're forcing mana through a hole this big, and that's kind of a bad example because it would just increase the pressure. Point is, it doesn't matter. So what if you have a ton of mana if you can't tap into like these master level spells that like will level a continent? You know what I mean? So I found fun ways to adjust that by using his other. So his main thing that he needs to solve in the future is not like using mana necessarily. It's what can I dump my massive reserve of mana into? That's his future problem. That is this like the fourth or fifth point of conflict that he needs to resolve. Essentially, that's My problem is needing to write shit down soon so that I don't lose the 7 years or whatever the fuck I have in the future for this character. I don't know, but Nub had a good idea for an appropriate story tab. I'm going to ask him in the suggestion tab then. I only hesitate because it would be work for him and didn't want to be put... Yeah, that's fair. Alex says, well, it would incentivize having a huge max mana and also having mana regen too. Well, that's the thing. I don't think he has high mana regen necessarily. And again, I there's other points of conflict, so that's one point of conflict that I have for the story, which I thought would be fun, which is the fact that he has like his mana core is about to explode and he's gonna kill his whole fucking family. It's pretty good motivation to try to fix your shit. The second point of motivation I think that I want to introduce, you just said it, I think something about that. Incentive for him. Oh, the second thing that I want to introduce to him, the main point of conflict is going to be the fact that the biggest red herring about like a splash damage explosive build is self damage. So I have a moment with the sword with the Forge girl, who's our other female heroine, I guess, who he basically like shatters his arm using his own explosive and realizes that that's his biggest weakness necessarily, is not the fact that he can't recover a lot of mana, not the fact that he can't gain a lot of mana because that's pretty easy, not his vessel, it's the fact that his damage is going to blow him up as well. So he basically, and this again, it feeds into this weird abnormal mage, which is basically exploding everything and is kind of like a warrior build as well, like has to invest a lot into like durability and shit like that, which I think is fun. I remember the MC being the build maker guy. Yeah. But we only speak of grenade. But yeah. But that's all he. There's another build that I have that is like the. So I have every arc up until this point of like it's hard to describe. But basically, baby mode, time jump where he's kind of a kid and becomes adult. Then he meets the Forge Maiden and her dad, essentially, which are visiting the old crazy witch in the woods that he is also near him. He gets bullied ravenously because he's trying to basically improve his improve his durability. And then the second thing is him going to he ends up saving the Forge girl, but because he saves her and he puts her in danger to some extent, the dad never visits the granny in the woods anymore, his mom, because it's too dangerous. So they never see each other again. But because he saved his daughter, this like great forge maker makes him a pen that lets him inscribe runes into his gear, essentially. Then this is the arc that I hope to get so fucking badly. It's the arc where he finally meets the orc girl. So he goes deep into the mountains to train. At this point, he's getting a little bit older. He goes into the mountains to train. He meets this orc girl. This orc girl ends up becoming his friend and like training alongside him. And she's like connected at the hip, like to him the whole time. And she always makes playful jokes about like being married and shit like that. Like there's traditions in their tribe, and because he does XYZ, he falls under the category of like being husband. And all that fun stuff to have with that weird culture shift that could be fun. Anyways, a lot of stuff happens in this way, but the next couple batches that I want to introduce is the main character basically meets the tower, and the tower is how he gets his next build, or his next skill tree. That's a lot, though. That's a lot going into it. The part of the tower is he goes into the tower because the orc girl shows it to him. Because he has a good relationship with the witch in the woods now and she's lonely, she ends up teaching him a lot about herbs and stuff like that helps his grenade progression. He then goes into this tower, beats a golem by like finding a little workaround about like fighting him for 3 days straight, basically. He enters this tower, and then this tower, and this is where, again, I'm throwing way too much at you guys, but just to show you like how much shit we're thinking way too far ahead. We should stop. Anyways, he goes in the tower. This tower is basically was by a very eccentric archmage, essentially, who was obsessed with this weird previous king, like this, basically the overlord. And this is where I kind of tap into the thing that gave me the biggest boost. The biggest boost that I was the most excited about, which was the thing that I love the most, and the thing that like made me the most excited to write was when I paid homage to one of my favorite games growing up, which was called Overlord. And that's basically what I wanted to integrate within this world. So basically there's this archmage who's trying to he finds this dungeon, he sets his mage tower in this mountaintop, to try to break through this dungeon because he's a big fan, he knows how important this overlord guy was. But the funny thing is the only people who ever try to siege an archmage is warriors, because they're too stupid to realize that like an archmage you don't fuck with. So anyway, that's the I'm sure there's going to be a better reason I'm going to think of, but the point is he ends up learning a lot about warriors, and he starts basically making them his test case. So that's what he ends up starting to learn about in his arch tower, is to kind of like the thing that's available to him, which is like what's the best armor, basically. Like there's all these melee people who are coming at him. He wants to find out what's the best weapon. What is the best weapon for magic and melee, essentially. He ends up coming to the deduction of like this weird looking spear. That's kind of like the best of both worlds. Anyways, so there's all that, and in that the main character basically sieges the one of the floors of this overlord character, this like dead god being, whatever. And he gets a choice between some of his artifacts. He ends up choosing the one that's a skill tree that was the defining factor of this great overlord thing. I'm telling you too much at this point. Not like, oh, my story is so great, I'm telling you. No, I'm saying like it's just getting confusing. Like again, you can't. So much shit going on. But that's my point. That's my problem. My problem is that I'm like, and I'm like, we still need to bang this out this part first. And my brain's like, stop. Anyways, gang, we gotta go. But let me read the last little bit of the chat, but then we'll move on. We speak about grenade stuff. Also, we can cast max level spells. He just can have enough mana for enough to generate this. But yeah, it's a good idea too. The grenade build is what the build maker chose when he got easy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's having like an adverse effect because of the fact that no one's supposed to be born with like a skill tree. It's abnormal because it ends up forming your mana in the way that it is, especially when you're the most evolutionary as a child. Like you have the highest capacity to evolve when you're a kid. So it's a bad feedback loop. That makes sense, I think, to people who are like, yeah, I guess that adds up. Nog says, when we write this out, make sure to draw back the shadow status that he picked in the beginning. What do you mean? To draw back to the shadow status he picked at the beginning? What do you mean? What do you mean? A cat says, throw more shit at me. This kind of discussion is my favorite part of the book of reading books. I'm not gonna lie, I have some very complex ideas. Yeah, man. Oh, you have some very complex. But that's the thing, they're not complex to me. It's all in my head, Monty. It's all in my head. I see vividly. I see all of it vividly. I can't wait. It's just if my dumb brain forgets shit, that's where I'm like, I have it. Oh, the companions. Yeah. Again, oh, I can't wait. So yeah. I know what you're kind of getting at to some extent, knowing. The companions are being the only companion that you're not going to see for a while is the pixie. But yes, the shadow statue of the companions he picked out at the beginning, have him recognize that they're those statues at some point. Yeah. Well, to me, I think that's half the fun. Well, first of all, the orc girl, it takes a long time for him to ever really realize. He kind of eventually realizes the Forge Maiden girl might be that girl, but his whole time he doesn't know. But yeah. I realize that's I gotta stop. I gotta stop. But yeah, there's things like that. The only one that he never knows is his third one, which he can't know. Because he only thinks he has two. But the god basically gave him another one. Anyways, pixels die. Oh my god, what's that mean? What's that mean, pixels die? Alas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Hot damn, we almost went for another 3 hours, some crazy shit. Ha! But that was a ton of fun. Hopefully I have more actual stuff to tell you about and not have it be like, this is where I want it to go. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. But alas, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. Love you to bits. I will see you this Monday. We will not streaming tomorrow. I still have to kill that stream setting thing. I'm sorry. We're not streaming tomorrow. My body's going to snap in half if I do. Appreciate everyone for letting me ramble about my weird story and everything. Love you guys to bits. Hopefully I can see you on Monday where you guys can give me your luck for good old Camilla. Whatever her name is. I think it's Camilla. Bye, guys. It's been a long day.